What, we're going live? We're going live right now?
We're live.
Give us a warning next time.
We're live.
Give us a warning, man.
I did give you a warning, maggot.
No, you didn't. I was scratching myself.
Get down and give me 10. Get down and give me 10.
You want to kill me, don't you? I can't even do a half.
You're a wise guy, aren't you? You think you're Mr. Comedian, don't you? And don't you start chiming in, Tiny Tim.
Hey. That's you. Double dumbass to you.
Well,
I'm taking that like away. I'm taking that like away right now.
I want 20 pull-ups from you, mister.
Chin-ups. Chin-ups.
All right.
Now, listen up, you two. We're live right now. We're live on YouTube, X, Rumble, anywhere else. Twitter. That's right, you maggots. We're live, and you know what we're watching tonight, maggots? We're watching Stripes, maggots.
Oh, I thought we were watching Maggots.
Yeah, me too. That's crazy.
The musical that's the new Pixar film coming out, Maggots. It's gonna be great.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow, okay.
Yeah, sure. So for all the civvies out there, I'm copying the link for the movie and I'm pasting it in both chats for all the civvies.
No.
That's right. This is just a loose, fancy-free edition of Pop Talk.
It happens sometimes. I know it's crazy, but
I got gas.
That's your own problem.
Yeah, it is.
I told you to stop eating the wrong thing there, man. Come on.
I'm sorry.
But how rude am I? I'm not even getting our normal courtesy greeting.
Hello.
That's right. Hello to all of you. Welcome one and all to this edition of Pacific Forum for Pop Talk here at Fort Pacific tonight. I got the two maggots with me, Baron Orman Tag, Cash Money 007. Yeah, they're going to turn into a fine group of soldiers by the end of this watch party.
Pop Talk is where it's at, baby.
Fine group of soldiers. That's right. Because after they watch this movie, the movie of the night, Stripes, well, they're going to feel like they've done laps upon laps.
Wow.
Drill upon drill.
I'm Dewey Oxburger. My friends call me Ox. Hi,
no,
Ox.
that's anonymous. That's anonymous.
Yeah. I know.
But for anybody who was wondering, I have just pinned the link to the movie in both Rumble and YouTube. I'll put in the comments for the Twitter side. All right.
And while we do that, we have to remind everybody.
How many of you believe that having a hobby is a healthy and perfect way to express your individuality? Show of hands? Now. Well, you're wrong.
Well, apparently we're not live on X, Twitter, whatever you want to call it, because I see that it says this broadcast is not available in your location. I'm in the U.S. Dang it. It should be available in my location. Dang it.
Uh-huh. Sure you are.
I am. Dang it.
Are you? They caught up and found out that you really are in North Korea with me, working for.
I'm gonna keep it and see what happens after the broadcast.
Okay.
Maybe this is a little hiccup.
This is probably the problem.
But am I not turtly enough for the Turtle Club?
That's
DJ Ronnie G is in here tonight. But anyways, we're going to go ahead and start this watch party of this very funny movie starring Bill Murray, Harold Ramis, John Candy, and directed by Ivan Reitman. It also has Sean Young in it.
John Candy, John Larroquette. Did you already see that? Maybe you did.
I didn't mention John Larroquette. I did not. So I'm gonna go ahead and hit play in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Am I supposed to hit play now? Is that it? Okay.
Yes, Baron.
What do you stop for? There we go.
Why don't you give me a few laps, Baron?
Hmm. Hey, it's
Move it,
Columbia
move it.
Pictures. She's kind of hot. This is the Army? Oh, I remember this commercial. Yeah.
Yep.
Who's Ivan Reitman?
The director of this movie, Baron.
Oh, sounds like a commie. Ivan.
Oh gosh. Are you really gonna do this tonight?
Yes.
Oh,
he
this is something you don't see. The shoe shine. Oh my.
No. You don't see it anymore. That's
Mhm.
that's
No,
the point.
at the Minneapolis St. Paul airport, and up until probably about 9/11 time, there was a guy that worked at the airport for the longest of time, shining shoes. He was like almost an institution. Hmm.
I remember when you used to be able to find calves all over the
Nah.
place.
Yes.
Oh, Lance of the Gulf? Yeah, instead of having Ubers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Judge Reinhold, that's right. Judge Reinhold was in this too. I forgot about that.
That's crazy.
I knew there was
What a
somebody I just
cast.
couldn't remember.
What a freaking cast.
Again, it's one of those movies. No matter how many times I've watched it before, every year I gotta watch it at some point.
Yeah.
And this woman, she's been in several
Oh,
TV shows
She's
and
been in
movies.
stuff too, yeah.
yeah. She's like one of those stock character actresses. And John Candy as Ox. I love this. Don't scratch him now.
Yeah.
So when this came out in the theaters, do you guys know, was it a big hit or
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was.
nice?
I love this next line. Oh, my balls.
Yeah. Oh, I love this. Elmer Bernstein. Maybe it isn't free.
Cash, Baron, you guys having any problems?
No.
No, the movie's running fine.
Tubi's free.
Yeah, Tubi's free, Anonymous. What are you trying to pull, man?
And of course, Harold Ramis was one of the writers.
Yeah, he was.
There's a hand.
Yep.
Son of a bitch. Shit.
I'm sorry about that, Jace. I wonder how many times they had to do these cab scenes,
I don't know.
especially with Bill Murray.
Yeah. Howdy, Bill.
Notice anything on that camera? What's not there? There's no screen on the camera like there is
Nope.
on digital cameras nowadays.
Yep.
Crazy, yeah. Mhm.
Cough syrup.
Got killed. Not killed.
Need it. Yeah, oh, she's writing the name. The proper authorities. Mhm. That hurts. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not a good idea to upset the cabbie, man.
Mhm.
Nah,
Especially
nah,
in
but
New
it's
York.
also not a good idea to stop a cab in the middle of the bridge.
Yeah.
And there you go. There's a
Mhm.
crash.
Yep, that's exactly what
Mhm.
would happen too. It'd be even worse now, but yeah. Oh,
Well, good luck taking that car the rest of the way. The keys are now in the river.
Yeah. Mhm. Right.
Mhm.
Someone would say this is a racist scene.
I'm sure they would.
Oh, I'm sure they would.
Mhm.
If it was
Yeah.
made nowadays, I'm sure they would.
They couldn't do this scene no more because
They couldn't
It's
do this
funny.
movie. They couldn't do this
No.
movie nowadays.
Mhm. Mhm.
There'd be somebody throwing a hissy fit just because of it.
Mhm.
My mom had a Mustang like that.
Mhm.
He just left the taxi on the bridge, I guess.
Mhm.
They're
Yeah,
crazy.
you quit.
Yep. Oh, man.
Da-da-da. I love the music they have on this one.
Mm-hmm. I actually bought the soundtrack.
Oh, you did? Oh,
Hmm.
Yeah.
it's kind of like that Laurel and Hardy-ish type music, that they had back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we're getting. This is the part where I gotta close my eyes.
Whatever, Baron. Yeah.
Hmm.
Boobies, boobies,
Calm down, Baron.
boobies.
And she's not happy.
Mhm. Again.
Hmm.
Mhm.
Hmm.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hmm.
What's wrong with that?
What's wrong with Tito Puente? Come on.
Hmm. Hmm.
Sexual animal. Oh.
She's leaving.
Huh? Oh.
Mm-hmm. Oh. He's touched. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Eh, all the plants are gonna die.
Yeah.
Yeah, he lost his job. He lost his girl. Mhm. Da, 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 da.
Well, it's just, that woman was being rude and stuff. He took it too
Yeah.
far.
Mhm. Nice shot, man.
Little help. Yeah, this is Cash. Say, can I take your last beer? We'll split it.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Maybe, probably not. It's kind of rude.
Yeah, in other words, it's like cash.
It's kind of rude.
Yeah, yeah.
Why have you guys actually split a beer before?
I have my
No.
late father.
Okay,
I've never.
that's one way to get the basketball back.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Exactly.
Kind of a. Mhm. Yeah.
Yeah, Cash, you're not the type. Yeah, Baron, you're not the type.
Oh, I'm definitely not the type.
I don't know. I thought about joining the military, but I just decided not to.
Oh, he's drinking Schlitz. Schlitz gives you the shits, man.
Well,
See if he's gonna
he's not
do
the
it
richest
right.
man in the world.
Okay, here we go. Yeah.
Mhm.
No, he's
You're
doing
gonna-
them on his knees.
Nope. He's in. Yeah.
I'm kidding, Cash. Come on.
No, I know that. I can't see if he, but no, he's actually doing it the proper form. Uh, let's see. Ah,
That's another thing. We need good buddy comedies.
yeah, I know.
Mhm.
We need
We don't
good
have them
comedies
anymore.
in general, man.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of this stuff is just,
The Army's his only
especially
chance.
movies. Yep.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah. Well,
A monk get fucked by. Oh boy.
thank God for ad blocker.
right?
Thank goodness.
Yeah, Brave will help you with that. It's nice.
That's what I got. Brave. I love Brave.
Very nice.
Same here.
Yep.
Ah,
We're banning it.
Just don't get it on my shoes. Okay. These guys a little bit old to join the military.
yeah.
I love it.
No. Never convicted.
Mhm.
Ah,
You mean like flaming?
Yeah.
ah.
They're willing to learn.
yeah.
Danny, get well soon.
The recruiter's not having any of it.
No.
Well,
Like, just sign the
he don't-
paperwork.
as long as he gets them in, he gets his little.
Mhm.
He doesn't care as long as they sign up. Once he
Yes.
gets those signatures, he's happy.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Get those points
Wow.
or whatever it is. Yeah.
Mhm.
Ah, there he is.
Judge Reinhold.
Judge Reinhold. Yes. Yeah.
What do we have here?
How's it going, Tib?
Drug. Mm. Mhm. 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 Sean Young.
Mm.
Yep.
Really? Yeah. Mm, 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 mm.
Officers Club.
Mm.
Boy, how young Sean Young looks.
Yeah.
They all look young.
Yes. Oh.
Mhm.
Specialist rank.
There's Anonymous.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Is there a movie on the slate?
If you
Fort
want to
Pacific
join the
Forward
watch
Force.
party, brother, I have the invite link in the chat. So, well, in the Pop Talk group, I should say.
Mm. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. This should be the Pop Talk theme. Too bad we'd get struck on it, though.
We would.
Hmm.
We could only play so little of it. And
Yeah. No, but this movie was huge. Oh, look at the number in the truck.
It's just
Cool.
funny
Yep.
because like a lot of these jokes, they would not even try to make them nowadays in
no.
movies.
No.
No way.
no, there's no way they would risk it.
Hmm.
John Larroquette.
No, Warren Oates.
No,
Yep, there he is. Yep.
Oh, there you. Oh, you must be a
I'm a
little
little
further
bit
ahead
ahead
of
of you. I'm a little bit
Hmm.
ahead.
Okay.
me.
Mm-hmm. Right there. Hmm.
Stillman.
And if you join the panel or you want to know where we're at in the movie, I can tell you here in just a second. I'm currently at 21 minutes, 21 seconds.
How you doing, Eisenhower? Uh,
Mhm.
uh,
Man, Warren Oates was such a great actor.
He was. And it was perfect for this part.
Oh yeah. Yeah, mom.
Okay, that's going to be a new Pop Talk clip.
Mhm.
Your mamas aren't here to take care of you now.
Uncle Haka. Mhm. Ha ha. Shit, yeah.
I think what also helps with him as Hulka is that he gets into it.
Hmm. And absolutely correct. You don't call me sir.
Hold on a second. We got Dewey Oxburger here, but first I want to say to Dewey Oxburger,
Where the hell have you been, soldier?
Army training, sir.
I'm training, sir.
welcome, son.
what's up, dude?
Why did the chicken cross the road?
They get from the
Get
left
to
to the
the
right.
other
Sir.
There you go. All right. Now, where we at?
I am currently at 23 minutes, 56 seconds.
Gotcha.
Hey,
Yes, sir.
wait a moment. We didn't have black people like that doing stuff.
Right, right.
I wouldn't last long in the army.
John Candy.
Stupid commercials.
Oh, I know. You
I
got
got
an
an
ad
ad
blocker?
No. Well,
Oh,
I do,
God.
but
That's cash right there. There's cash.
Oh boy, no.
It
There's
works
Psycho.
on Tubi.
Yeah.
It's on Tubi.
Oh well, apparently it's not working for me, or else it's not
Well,
enabled.
I got the link for you again. Check the private chat.
course, they didn't get the full buzz, those guys, but
Current time
Yeah.
is 25 minutes, 20 seconds.
There's just Reinhold. He's all like, yeah. Yeah.
37.
These are 34s and they're loose. Hogan's not buying that for one bit.
Yeah.
Chicks. Chicks.
Left, right, left, right, left, right. There. Yep.
Oh, good. Marching. Yeah, my favorite.
Yeah.
It's like if you're
Yeah,
in the marching
this is a
band,
classic
same
scene
kinda
here,
thing.
Cash.
Yeah.
Oh, I know. I'm sure it is.
Dinging doo wop diddy diddy dum diddy doo.
Shuffle and a feet.
Mhm.
She look
Yeah,
good. She look good. She look fine. She look fine. She look good. She look fine.
What's funny about this is they never had this for a marching song until this movie came out, and then of course all the people going in the army
Oh,
had to
really?
start doing that.
That
Yeah.
would make
Mhm.
sense. That's cool. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It works. It works.
I see
Yeah.
that.
Mm. Mhm. 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 I'll tell you. You just made the list, buddy. That's what.
Mm.
I'll kill you.
He just made the list.
Yeah.
No.
Ah, the great
Anyone's
line.
just joining us. Yep. If anyone's just joining us, we're at 30 minutes, 15 seconds.
He said you anyway. There we go. That's great. Yeah, any of you touch my stuff, I'll kill you.
Many call me Ox.
Uh,
No, no. Mhm. John Candy. Mhm. Mhm. Oh, yummy. Mhm. Mean fighting machine.
Man, I am the ox.
Yep.
yes.
Mhm.
I love Hulka's expression.
Mhm. 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 With your push-ups. Yeah. Mhm. Mhm.
Wow.
Look at the smile on his face.
You should have got Gunny as the drill sergeant.
Mm. Mm. Yep. It's kind of, I mean, as much as I loved Arlie Ermy, I think Warren Oates was perfect for this one.
He was.
Mhm.
You said you could stick it up your ass.
Mhm.
Yeah, I mean it's a comedy, so it's not like.
Mhm.
I mean,
Mm-hmm.
Arlie Ermy was done a good job. I think
Gary's
Warren.
has been in some comedies. He's pretty straight.
He was,
You know.
yeah, he was.
funny.
He was. Can you imagine if this was actually what they originally wanted to do? Cheech and Chong join the army.
Hmm.
Oh god, I still think it would have been funny.
Yeah, whatever. Nice going,
There's
man.
Anonymous going after Baron.
Yeah.
Get me the bar of soap and the sock. Down there, cat.
Yeah, good job, John.
Captain Stillman.
I need that tank. Shoot stuff.
It was, yeah.
It'd be nice to have.
I'll shoot my eye out, but whatever.
The training grenade.
Oh God! Hands him a life grenade.
Don't let that go.
Oh, this I mean, grenade! I love that he has a paddle on the wall.
You put the pin back in.
Grenade!
And here's the Pop Talk gang.
Yep.
Yes.
How many a-holes we got in this regimen?
Oh, there goes Animas into the woods.
Yep. All right, there I go. I can't stop.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I forgot about that scene.
Oh,
Oh, that didn't work.
my balls!
Nuts to
balls.
that.
Oh,
Get back in the game.
Yeah.
ah,
I don't
17.
think he has the right temperament for the army.
No,
There's Animas. Can't get rid of
yeah.
him.
Thanks. Appreciate it. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
definitely
we'll
me.
take care of you. We'll definitely take care of you. 28. Oh,
John never knows when to quit.
no.
And if anyone's just joining us, we are currently at 38 minutes, 45 seconds.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, hello. Thank you, Tubi.
Mhm.
I shouldn't be seeing this. I'm not.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, wait a minute. You're not old enough? You got to get
No,
parental supervision?
I
my
want
moral
that one.
sensibilities are
I want that one.
being tempted. Holy crap. Where's the skip button?
Mm. Yeah.
You know, when I first saw this movie, I thought that this guy was Michael Ironside.
Mm.
He's all over 80s TV.
yeah,
Same
we've
guy,
seen this
same
guy in other
character,
stuff.
no.
Yeah, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Lance Legault.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. He was the
Flying
narrator
rubber
for
dog crap
Quantum
out of
Leap.
Hong Kong.
Mhm. Mhm.
Thinking about his telescope, I'm sure.
Mhm. Mhm. What? That was Krilla Murray.
Mm-hmm. But Hulk knows.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Hey, that sounds like me
This isn't
after
going to be good.
yeah, it's you and me after a episode of Hot Tub.
Pop Talk.
Are you going to
How
choke me,
does
Sarge?
How did that sound to you? I think it sucks.
28 years. He doesn't.
Nope.
Uh-oh.
Smile.
Yeah, this is Barrett and I after the show.
Mm-hmm. He took it.
I've removed my hat, Baron.
Mm-hmm.
Don't keep your hand in your pocket. What are you doing?
Oh, boy.
Eating. Punk. Mm-hmm. Now,
Better forget
Uh,
about
oh.
it. You took your hat off.
yeah,
That was the rule.
yeah.
Mhm.
Yes. Said take a swing. He didn't say he was going to take a swing back, man. Come on.
Who are you going to respect, Cash?
That's right.
More whipping.
Do we have to respect the sergeant? Yes, kind of we do, I guess.
Yes, yes, you do.
John's not there. Oh, of course, a little bit about the casting. The aide to Stillman is played by John Volstad. He was one of the Darryls from Newhart.
Nice.
I've actually
And
watched
of course,
so, all right, yeah.
yeah, and to make our esteemed Jace happy, he's from Oslo, Norway, originally.
This is
Very
Baron right
nice.
here, man. He's like,
Yeah, I just feel bad that Jace won't be able to watch this because Tubi's not available in Norway.
yeah, that sucks.
I know.
That really does suck.
Cash
Yeah,
and Baron
just
going
30.
at it.
No, I don't know.
This
What do
is-
you think,
this is-
Baron? You think we
this
would
is-
take a?
Well,
You think we'd take a swing at the Sarge if he asked us to?
Oh, no, I wouldn't have.
I don't know if I would either.
But this is you before that one show where I almost forgot that it was Wednesday. Remember, it's like,
That's
this
right.
was
Come
you
on,
and me.
Baron. I told you. I know, right?
Yeah.
We got to start the show. That's right.
Uh-oh.
That's right.
Where's the well? There you go. MPs.
Yep.
The good ones.
Mm-hmm.
There's Baron on the ground talking me into something.
That's not what it looks like. We're just good friends. Yeah. I was going to look.
Right.
The military police.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. They're pretty cool for MPs.
They are, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Aww.
I think Sean Young looked the best in this movie.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Super cute.
Yep.
She is. Oh.
Got a little wonky later on in some other movies.
Oh, did she? I don't know. I don't know much about her. So okay.
Well, Blade Runner, she was hot in too.
Oh yeah, that was still.
She's a
around the
Blade
same
Runner.
time.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh yeah, she was Rachel.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, this scene.
That would be me trying to climb the rope.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, at least you got farther than I would have.
Oh yeah, farther than me.
Yeah,
Uh-oh.
it's all about the grip from what I've seen. So I don't I've really had.
You're all about the grip, Cash.
You gotta get the grip, man.
It's the grip, yeah. Upper body strength doesn't play a factor at all, does it?
That helps, but
Oh no. Oh no, not at all.
yeah, if you're overweight or something, it's probably not gonna help you. But yeah.
And
How much
if we
overweight
take
does
a-
he need?
And you'll see a young Timothy Busfield here.
Is that actually him climbing the rope? Because they didn't show his face. Is that a stunt person?
I don't know.
Yes.
Probably stunned.
Yeah.
And there's Timothy Busfield.
Yep.
Mhm.
Oh, there he is. Oh, nice.
Stillman showing why he's
Uh-huh.
behind the disc.
Who's also
Yep.
in movies like
The Big Chill.
he was also in
30-something.
Little Big League in the 90s, right? Yeah.
I think so, maybe.
Yeah, he was in that. Yeah.
Oh,
the movie
shit!
about the kid
Incoming.
This movie certainly has a cast. There's no doubt about that.
It does have it.
Yeah.
And a lot of these people, it's their first time or they're relatively unknowns.
Oh shit. Oh.
Yeah. There's animosity.
Oh no!
Face it all in the gutters.
Eh.
Oh, sleazy streets like this.
Cash, are you behind a
You
little bit?
Maybe I'm just I'm they're at the city right now, so that's where I am.
The pony.
Yeah,
the pony pond.
I'm at 51 minutes 35 seconds.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it is.
Mud wrestling.
Mhm.
Man, the 80s was freaking awesome.
Yeah,
were.
they were.
Well, yeah, because
Yeah.
people felt like they could do whatever they wanted, in a movie,
And they did.
entertainment, and they did.
Yeah.
And that's what's
And Dave Thomas as the ring master there.
Yep.
Yep.
I don't know, man. The 90s and the early 2000s were pretty awesome too, but
Ooh.
Not as awesome as the 80s.
no, they had one of the greatest decades, if not the greatest decade of music.
Ooh.
So.
The Rubber Band Man. Mm.
Yeah,
Dave
they had
Thomas.
cool. Man. Grew up watching this stuff and they didn't care.
Mm.
Nope.
No, they wouldn't.
Well, when I say cool parents, I mean bad parents.
Those were the cool parents. Oh my.
Yeah.
Oh my. For the Rubber Band.
The
old
soundtrack's
Dewey.
great in this movie too.
It is. They're weak and they're soft.
Yep, that's Baron talking about Cindy Mud Wrestling.
Yep.
There wouldn't be a lot
Get
of
out of
talking
the
into.
cheese.
Say, where's the
That's
money?
Baron.
Show me the money.
Baron is all like, he's gonna yell every 5 minutes, boobies, boobies.
It
And
is.
Mike and I are gonna be like, it's okay, Baron, it's all right,
I
babies.
think you
Oh
guys-
no, Mike's not here. He's in the infirmary.
All right.
Me fighting. Yeah.
Gosh, I miss John Candy.
And
Yeah,
58
he was very
cents.
funny. Yeah, quality actor.
And that's the one thing you're going to find. There's so many SCTV people that were involved with these films, too.
Yep.
Makes sense.
How? Oh.
Mhm.
Oh, my.
Why are you looking at boobies under a shirt? You got boobies everywhere that don't have shirts on.
That's right.
Yeah, dude.
Your bartender
What's his
has no
problem?
shirt.
I know.
Don't put that in your mouth. You don't know where it's been.
Yeah.
They just keep biting him. Oh, oh, can't show that anymore. It just
Nope.
No.
oh,
Yeah. Oh, poor Dewey Oxford.
And then
Tap on
she
the butt.
teases him afterwards.
I do a lot of accidental butt slapping and squeezing.
There.
Sorry, I didn't mean to do that. Sorry.
Oh.
he said, "I'm a gentleman." After she said, "Come on in," basically.
Yep.
No, hey, there he is doing the Three Stooges routine.
Good Lord.
How you doing, DJ? If you want to watch
Hey,
the movie,
DJ.
the link's in the chat, and we are currently
Look at that.
at 57 minutes 5 seconds.
Oh, uh-oh. Raid. Nope.
Uh-oh.
Oh, there goes the officer.
Yep.
MPs.
Break it
I
up.
know better.
Paddy wagons. Yeah.
No problem, brother.
Oh man, the no
That's
fun
sweet.
police. Yeah.
Oh no, we got the fun police there.
No, the MPs
Remember,
are
they're the
here,
cool
no fun
MPs.
police. Yeah, those two are, but the other ones, I'm not sure.
Well, they're MPs.
Yes, they're just having fun though, Baron. They're just having fun at the.
Mhm.
They didn't know what they were doing.
I don't know. Do you think Cash would be worth Stillman than Russell?
I don't know. It's hard to say.
Yeah, he would be. Guys are just Stockade. Death before disco.
It's coming from the guy who has a telescope in his office.
Mhm.
In the shower.
Yep. Hypocrite much there, dude?
Well, of course.
Mm-hmm. Always.
Gotcha, brother.
Oh. Mhm. Well, hey, it's the Kmart Blue Light Special.
Gosh, remember those days?
Yeah.
It doesn't look like the stockade.
No.
No.
Oh.
And we're now an hour into the movie. The link's pinned to the top of the YouTube channel. It's over on Rumble, and it's in the comment section on Twitter.
Oh.
Hmm?
General Barnaky. Oh, Sean Young is getting frisky.
Yes, she is.
They're away on the trip, guys. Ooh. Oh.
And even when there was product placement in these,
It wasn't-
70s, 80s movies, it
Yeah,
wasn't
it's not aggressive.
blatantly in your face.
Mhm.
When like, boy, I'm thirsty. Look at this nice cold Pepsi.
Mhm. Oh, there we go. The Aunt Jemima treatment.
That's right.
Then you use the Opera 414 spatula, which you can get for becoming a member of Pacific 414. And then you can do
Oh,
the Aunt
God.
Jemima treatment.
No, Barrett. No, no. We don't sell spatulas.
Mike, you offer that
Barrett.
service?
No.
Ooh, the ice cream scoop. Who's your friend? Mm-hmm. Aww. Aww.
No, you just met. People fall in love real quick in the 80s.
Yeah, they did.
And then they fall out of love.
Well,
the next
it's
morning.
just, but it's also just like my guess is that they have fun and they probably feel all of the other guys, I guess, are stuck in the mud, and these guys are just like they push the buttons and
look at that. Took the golf club with him.
Yep.
Maybe the wrong person is playing.
Who else in the
Murray.
platoon is going to go into this home besides these guys? I mean, really.
Yeah. Don't need a gun belt. What we're gonna do?
Nope.
Mm-hmm.
They wouldn't even
Damn.
do this scene.
No.
Damn, I miss the 80s.
Yeah,
Me
things
too.
they were always willing to try new things, so that was awesome.
Mhm.
But
They're willing to break boundaries too.
yes.
Mhm. Oh my.
Always having sex with their underwear on. That's the 80s. Man, they needed some DEI back in the day, didn't they?
He said we're gonna get hung.
Yeah.
Francis. Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. Mhm.
Oh man.
Are we surprised? Are we surprised? No, we shouldn't
He's
be.
fixing to go private pile on everybody.
Right.
Yeah.
Ah,
The mutt.
That was a golden retriever, by the way.
Mhm. Yeah, we all cried.
Yeah, all right. Again.
No, they're very different.
eh.
Yeah, we're all stupid enough to enlist.
What? This is the 80s and there's diversity, guys? What?
No, what?
No.
Yep.
No, it's not real diversity because the black guys will get hung while the white guys just get some time
5
in the
years.
brig.
Yeah, 5 years.
Yeah, 5 years. It's a line for the movie, YouTube, and anyone watching.
Mhm. Cotton soldier.
Look, a speech about bringing people together. What? Come on, man.
No,
Never happened.
that didn't happen in the 80s.
No.
Not in 81 to be specific.
Not that, man. No way. Come on, man.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Da, 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 da. Right in front of the barracks. That's what I mean. Mm. Still got an hour to sleep. No. Oh. There we go. Wake up, wake up, wake up. Come on, get going. Get going.
I'm only like an hour late.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's all right.
Don't
They're gonna
tell
come up
them
at
that.
the end. They get there at the end. They missed most of it.
They just needed that extra hour of sleep, man.
That's
Yep.
right. It's all going to be pulled together. That is TC
No.
Carter, right?
Mhm.
Mhm.
I don't remember if he was in this or not.
Who?
TC Carter, the first black guy up there in the front with the
Oh, maybe. I don't
blue
know.
hat on.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
It looked
some
like
of the
him from
names
back
of these people.
or
This is
there.
but-
What? Oh dear.
What in the world is going on here?
Yes.
Line women, hold on. Mhm. Mhm. Stillman.
That would be Cash.
Mhm. Boom, chakalaka, boom, chakalaka, boom. We're having a training, sir. Army training, sir.
Yeah.
This is a great scene.
Yeah, it is. But another thing you can tell by the close-ups is that they're really concentrating.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's a great scene.
It is a great scene.
Yes.
I think it's the best scene in the entire movie, even though there's a lot of great scenes.
Vermintide guy, he's like, oh, that's pretty good.
That's the fact, Jack.
Yes. He's almost like a vegetable right now. I can't. Mhm.
Port Milano, Italy,
Yep.
on a good old Dumbo.
Italian style.
I think Baron's ahead in the movie and Cash is still behind.
Yeah,
Me
he
and
is.
Mike are like right in the middle.
No, that's
Yep.
funny. Okay. Well, when we
And
started
now-
this, it was like at 2 seconds, Anonymous. So some of us
Yeah.
did.
It's about that. I mean, it's not very long, but it's enough, you know.
We should be around somewhere in the same area.
Yeah, this is not about telling any new person. No, yo.
Yep.
You don't get the top spot on the panel. You get the bottom spot.
Oh, Hulk is here.
I don't remember being so full of crap.
It is
It's alive.
So, uh,
Italy.
Mhm. Mhm. Mhm.
I'm glad Tubi didn't censor the movie that much.
No.
Yeah.
did they censor it a little bit?
If they didn't take out the boobs, they weren't censoring anything.
I don't think they censored anything, guys. No, I'd be
No, I don't think
surprised.
so.
Well, there was one line by Hulka that I thought sounded like it was dubbed over.
It's
Mm.
possible, but maybe it wasn't. You just, I doubt Tubi would censor any of this movie, but
Unless he said the N word, I don't see them doing anything.
right, yeah. No. White guys treat the other at the rhythm. Show them the rhythm. White guys learn from the black guys.
Mhm. Yeah, that was.
No. It was black guys help the white guys.
Yeah, help. Right,
Mhm.
black guys help the white guys. Yeah.
What
the
did he
rhythm.
say? What did he say? He said, "Black guys help the white guys."
Yep.
Mhm.
It's a line in the movie, YouTube, and anyone that's
Get
freaking
over
out.
it.
Seriously.
Some of us white guys need help.
This is civilization, folks. This is what civilization really.
You can count on us, Colonel. Yeah, right.
Mhm.
That's Baron right there sleeping. Yeah.
Yep.
Yep, and that's YouTube guarding the EM Pop Talk.
Mhm.
EM Pop Talk.
And Cash thinking he's
Absurd material.
yeah.
That's right, man. Dang right. Are we pirates, Baron? Yeah,
Yarr.
that's right.
Yep.
Okay.
This is Baron egging on Cash. Come on, let's do it.
I'd never do that.
Right.
Okay, yeah. That's what I would do with Baron. He would just sit there and try to convince me. Come on, man, come on. Be like, all
Come on,
right,
come on,
man,
come on."
finally, let's do it.
Can't tell anybody. Yep. Mhm.
Boy, is he in for a shock.
Major promotion. Yeah. Not even the colonel. Mhm. Oh, laws.
Better not
But I get to
underestimate
kill
them.
some. Oh, Deutschland.
Well, he is not a psycho.
I get to kill someone.
Mm.
Yeah, it's a movie, YouTube.
Yeah, YouTube, shut up.
Yeah, it's a character called Psycho. Oh,
Yeah.
hello.
Oh no,
Yeah.
YouTube. Yeah.
Francis.
hmm
I could watch them run. Oh,
Mm.
the magic suitcase. Ooh.
He calls those numbnuts, but I think they know what they're doing. These guys, though, on the other hand,
Well,
No.
no,
Well,
Philman.
why do you think?
Philman
Why do you
doesn't
think
know.
I'm gonna? Why do you think I'm getting out of the truck, huh?
Mhm.
You know, it's a trope in like movies and TV shows, but it's usually absolutely true that like all the morons are the head honchos and stuff, and they would never listen to the grunts
Oh.
down that know what's
Yeah.
going on.
And the late Joel Flaherty there
Yep,
just recently passed.
jackass.
well, what if you're on a date with a woman and she gets you lost, Anonymous? Isn't it right to make her get out of the car and ask for directions?
Mhm.
That's an Uzi. More bullets come out. Come on.
Mhm.
No, it probably isn't, but still.
Yeah, that's me.
Yep.
I'm like that. This. I'm out of here.
Yep. Gone. Hi. Tuck and roll. See, Stillman's the moron. The poor guys are
Yep.
being
Right.
dragged along.
Yes.
Of course.
Hulk had the right idea.
Yes.
Here you go. Yep. There you go. Hand them out there, boys. Okay, I'm starting to reevaluate the second part of this film.
It's all good.
Yeah, it's all good. I always thought it was kind of the weak, was weaker,
Mhm.
but yeah, I'm starting to change my tune a little bit on that one.
Well, let me ask you a serious question, Baron.
Yeah.
When was the last time you watched the movie?
It's been a while, a couple decades at least. So it's
There you go.
yeah, I know. I've been wanting to watch it again, and
I just don't think I don't think I've ever watched this whole movie until now, so a lot of this is obviously new to me.
oh, this is a classic. This is a classic.
Oh yeah,
Ash of the
and I
Virgin.
knew as soon as it became available to watch on Tubi or YouTube for free, it was
Mhm.
going to be part of a watch party.
Well, if this was on YouTube, they would probably cut things, but
Oh yeah,
No.
a lot of that stuff.
I
Because
know,
Oh,
but-
we would.
But what I'm saying is, with it being available for free, where everybody wouldn't have to rely on a different service like Cosme to be
Yeah.
able to watch the movie, and
Mhm.
He said Hansel and Gretel. I would do that too. That's so fun.
Yeah, that,
And we're currently at 1 hour, 25 minutes, and 30 seconds. In case anybody wants to know.
I'm right there with you, man.
Haka.
This is Mike, codename Doc Pop. I'm with the Pop Talk division of Pacific 4 and 4.
That's her unit.
Okay.
That blonde is so cute.
They're both cute.
Oh, I know they are.
Young Young better.
Like, I got the shit kicked out of me. Let's go.
We zip in, we zip out.
Yeah, think about it. It's more like zipping in and out of Iowa because, yeah, you'll get your ass kicked in Wisconsin. Oh. Oh. I love the fact that they're carrying Uzis. It's like,
Oh, wait.
Wait a minute.
Chicago.
You'll see
I mean,
that
it's
every
right-
movie. An Uzi with a stock on it.
Yeah,
A wooden stock.
Nope.
they had them.
Isn't
That's-
I'm not
that's pressure for you.
100% sure on this, but isn't the one on the Russian soldier on the left? Isn't that the guy who said jackass and stuff in Happy Gilmore? He's just
Yeah.
a lot younger.
Yeah.
Than
Yeah. Yeah,
Do you listen at all, Cash? I said Joe Flaherty.
Jeez, Cash.
I didn't hear you. You guys were talking too much. It's okay.
Oh,
Yeah, shut
God.
up.
Oh, okay, okay. Pipe down, soldier.
Lighten up, Francis.
I mean, you gotta do it right.
Lighten up, Francis.
You know. Mhm.
Let's see how long it takes him to realize that he's been silenced.
Oh,
That's your cue, Cash. That's your cue.
Mhm.
We cut him off.
Mhm. Mhm.
Giving the vodka.
Vodka and a hug. That's all you need.
Mhm. I like that urban assault vehicle.
That's what my dad called his truck, the urban suburban assault vehicle.
Mm-hmm. That's what the radio stations called their van that would go out. The urban assault, the KQRS urban assault vehicle. I want one.
Yeah, I want one.
I want one. It'll help during tourist season.
100 Baryshnikov.
Mikhail Baryshnikov.
Yeah, you need a vehicle like that for Chicago
Yep.
and Detroit. You know, it's great. Nobody gets killed either in this movie.
No,
Nope.
I bet his butt was sore.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And we're currently at 1 hour, 31 minutes, 14 seconds.
Way around.
Yeah, that would
Now
be
you-
Darren.
Yeah, now they're using Mac 10s. Yeah.
Mm.
Like Vermintide
Yeah.
or even Darktide. Yeah. Thank you.
Hmm.
They better be in there.
Oh, you can't blame them.
No.
Go through all this effort and then they're not in there. What a
Mhm.
waste of ammo.
Never waste the ammo if you're having fun.
Yeah, I'd be thinking about the ammo.
Oh, there's Hulka.
Like, oh, I'm just throwing my life in imminent danger. And they're not even there.
Just think, I'm risking you with a hot blonde.
Yep, and here comes me.
Yeah.
Yep.
Ow.
Who said there weren't strong women in the 80s?
Mm-mm.
That's right.
Okay.
And they did it right. See, you kick them in the balls that way, and then knee them in the face. It's classic
Yeah.
girl move, right?
Classic self-defense.
Right.
Yeah, I mean. Oh, those C4.
That's a lot of C4.
That's a lot of
Yep.
C4. It'll be a bigger boom than that.
Yeah.
This is Anonymous after he hears the song for one last time.
Those poor Czechs. Uh-oh.
No, the EM50.
Built Detroit
Take a
tough.
lick in, keep on ticking.
Yep.
Mhm. Uh-oh. I feel sorry for these guys. They didn't do anything.
I know. Just victims of circumstance.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. And if you want to join, you can join us for at the hour and 36-minute mark.
Sure, the movie's almost over, but what the hell, you know?
Yeah.
Why not?
Got too dangerous. Had to circle around.
Yeah, you don't want to get a light.
they're in a bad neighborhood.
Mm-hmm.
In downtown Detroit.
Mm-hmm. Mm-mm.
Things went from bad to worse.
Isn't that a little overkill?
A little bit.
Maybe.
Mm-hmm. Come on. Da, 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 da.
Here's me.
Yeah.
He came in, he did one thing, and then he's clocking out on top of the van. That's real
Yeah.
nice.
They moved the shed. Oh, this shit.
I'm getting too old for this shit.
Mm-hmm. 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 Local boys repel Yankee horde.
I've always found that headline funny.
We love you. Look at that TV camera.
I know. Really, the design hasn't changed much.
Mm.
So you think Spies Like Us was kind of the answer to this, or is this I don't know,
I think so.
kind of a similar style kind of movie?
Announces Hulkenberger franchise.
Burger. Give me one of them Hulkleburgers.
Mhm. Oh yeah, give me that issue.
There you go. Not even
American
Playboy. She went straight to Penthouse.
I know. Guts. They're pussies. Did your job on armed combat. Yeah, Senator. Tiger beat. What a great day with Tots. Oh, you sly dog.
You old dog.
Newsroom. Can America survive?
No. Maybe that's where we went off the rails.
No, we need more of this, actually.
Oh, probably.
Stillman. Arctic Command welcomes new CEO. Left, right, left. Do what diddy dum diddy do.
This movie is so great.
Yeah, yeah.
I almost went with Meatballs, to be honest with you.
Oh yeah, I haven't seen that one in ages too.
Yeah, it's been a while. It got, I don't know, it kind of jumped the shark with the alien.
Yeah.
No, that was the second one. That was Meatballs 2 that had the
Oh,
alien.
was it?
Yeah.
Okay, never mind then.
Yeah, you're right.
Now,
You're right, Baron. It.
You know, I remember I was Bill Murray. Did he have just a little quick scene in there? I can't remember.
I think it was a quick cameo, but it's been so
Yeah.
long since I've seen Meatballs 2 and also the
Yeah.
original Meatballs.
Meatballs 2 is not even worth it. I mean,
I had the movie in full screen, so it's like, wow, I'm still muted. Where have you been, soldier? Army training, sir. Yeah.
No, you're being
You
interrogated.
see, soldier, that trick worked. We needed to mute someone. We muted you, and you didn't respond until now.
Yeah.
But to answer your question you had before, this was a huge hit back then. Enlistment took off. They were wanting Bill Murray to be kind of the spokesman or the poster piece for this, but Bill Murray didn't want any of that. He didn't want to be part of Army recruiting. But I tell you what, there's a lot of Army recruiting offices that had that poster in it.
Well, it's just funny. I know you guys had seen this before because you guys were so excited about this movie,
Mhm.
and
Yep.
as you guys were talking so much about it, I was like, "Oh, I don't know these scenes yet, guys. Just hold on."
Mhm.
I was about to say that, but I'm like, we're just having a lot of fun, which we
Oh,
always
yeah.
do. But
Mhm.
yeah, no, no, this is an enjoyable film, and I just like
It
the
is.
ending, how clever they are. Just like Animal House or some of those other
Mhm.
movies in the '80s where or the late '70s, that were just very clever about this. I miss that, actually. I miss this whole thing
Wow.
about brotherhood and
Mhm.
teamwork, and you see the woman. She's not like, oh, like they always want to believe that she's some damsel in distress. She's
She's not a
not.
Right.
damsel in
They're not
distress.
at all.
None of them were.
They're
No.
very capable people, and
Oh.
it's just so funny. Yeah.
Oh, also, Bill Paxton was in there as an unnamed soldier, by the way.
Really? Wow.
Yes, he was.
Great.
Mhm.
So
Yep.
was this his first film before Commando, or was this after Commando? I can't remember.
This is a long movie. This is 81. This was 1981, man.
Yeah, so that probably had been his first. Well, it wasn't a real. Neither one of those was a real role, but
Well, he was
Just
in
saw
Crazy
his
Mama,
face.
but he was uncredited in that one. He was in Butcher Baker, Nightmare Maker in 81. Of course, this film, he was Soldier Number 8. He, not even
I'll
credited
be right back.
in there.
There-
Okay.
There's certainly
yeah.
a lot of. Yeah. Go ahead, Baron.
Oh, yeah. But then in 84, you had Streets of Fire, The Terminator. He was the punk leader in that one. Weird Science
Yeah.
came in 85, and then Commando.
Oh,
Then
That,
Aliens.
I do know about.
Lord.
Yeah. You're right.
Have you watched
Oh,
Weird
yeah.
Science, Cash?
I have.
Yeah,
It's been a
long
while.
time ago.
I have actually watched that though. Yeah.
Mhm.
A lot of these '80s movies, though, it's like I haven't watched this or watched this. It's like even when you go back to the '50s and the '40s and the '30s, you even in a lifetime, like there's just so many movies you still haven't watched, and you're just like, oh, I
Mhm.
should watch this one, and I should watch this one, and yeah. I mean, even
Well,
in the '80s, there were some crazy movies too, that were
Oh,
just
yeah.
like, this is pretty out there, but at
Yeah.
least they were always trying something. I'll give them that.
Yeah.
They were always trying
The-
something.
There's a lot of experimenting going on back then.
Right.
And what's good about this
In
is you can
movies.
see is
That's
yeah, and
right.
it's the usual. Yeah. Well, the thing is, it's your usual gang of us all together. I mean, you have Bill Murray, Harold Ramis,
Mhm.
John Candy, of course. You intermix, and you're all in one film or another with each other. John
Right.
Candy being, of course, in National Lampoon Vacation.
Yes.
Sorry,
You had a
the
good role in
Lucia
that.
told you we're closed. Uh,
As the cop, yeah, the security
Mhm.
guard, I should say, security guard. Yeah.
Yeah, and of course you find that Ivan Reitman and of course Landis and all those. I mean, these guys all were together. Harold Ramis writing a lot of these things, or being co-writer on a lot of this stuff. As I said, this is one of 6 movies that Bill Murray and Ramis did. It's like, yeah. Is it ridiculous? Yeah. Is it unbelievable? Yeah. Is it fun? Yes. And
Yes.
It's-
you walk away
yeah.
from a film like this feeling good.
Yep. Exactly. Hey, those Russians didn't know what they were in for that Winnebago kind of looking thing.
Well, those were poor Czechs there, but the other ones were Russians.
Oh,
yeah.
the Czechs. Yeah, that's right. the
Yeah,
Russians.
because they're in Czechoslovakia.
Right,
Mhm.
right. That's
But
funny.
yeah, I mean, you take a look at these films. No wonder why these people in their 5-year bubble, 10-year bubble that
Mhm.
haven't seen
Mhm.
films like this. Of course, they'd be aghast. I mean, oh my
Yes.
God, black people.
How
are
can
talking
that
like
happen?
that.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
talk like that, and oh my gosh, like
Mhm.
the white people treating them like this. Oh, it's horrible. It's like, no, it's called banter, people. It's been
Yeah,
going
it's
on
camaraderie.
for years. Yes.
And of course, like we said, the women were not shrieking violets at all.
No.
I mean, they're MPs.
Yep. Exactly.
And, and a blonde with a Mac 10. Oh yeah, man, I need a cigarette after that one. Whew.
Sexualized women. There's misogyny,
Oh, damn straight.
bigotry. The black folk
Well-
have more rhythm than the white. But what's that all about? That's just racism.
Yeah. But
Well,
it's
they
it's
played on
all fun.
stereotypes and stuff. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's all fun. Like,
Mhm.
obviously, we know there's white people out there who have rhythm, but it's
Not me.
Not in this group, there ain't. Sorry.
No, no.
There's
And of
some.
course, you got the Aunt Jemima treatment going on there. It's like, oh,
Right. It's just
And who knows what he was doing with the ice cream scooper?
I know, right? Yeah, it's just just it's a rated R movie, and this is
Mhm.
what they would do in the 80s, and people were having fun, and
This
Mhm.
is
What-
quintessential
why not?
rated R 80s.
it is.
Yeah.
It definitely is.
Oh yeah, but nowhere near what Porky's would
and
be
and
like.
it's interesting,
Oh, yeah.
even in the 90s, like they changed some of this, but like even in the 90s, you go back to Die Hard with a Vengeance, which was like the first
Mhm.
rated R movie I think I ever saw in theaters. It's about
Really?
17 or something. Yeah, 16 or 17. And that was what they did with that woman, like cutting that throat, like, oh, but no, they went pretty far with that too. I mean, look at McClane, what he said, the N-word and stuff. I mean,
Mhm.
on the sign, it was hilarious, but it's like, are you trying those old ladies
hard
when
R,
they
too.
saw the sign?
Mhm.
It was just really funny. It was set up well.
Right.
Yeah, but we're getting a little bit of this stuff, but we're still
Mhm.
not getting
We'll
enough.
get there. We'll
We
get
will.
there again
We'll get
because
back there.
because people,
Yeah.
we've come to a point where, again, what you were saying before show, we're getting fed up with all the slander and the hate that's directed at us because this is what we like and we dare criticize what we're getting today. Well,
Right.
this film is one of the perfect examples of a silly, stupid comedy.
Mhm.
And I'll hold this one up over even the ones that were in the 2000s that they have for their quote unquote
Mhm.
teen ones, like
Yeah.
Mhm.
American
Yeah,
Pie
it
and
was-
such like that. I will hold this up
Yeah.
even higher than that one because
Yeah,
this is just
I mean,
silly, stupid insanity.
they could be funny with the certain scenes that they had. They had a quality cast for that type of movie, Jason
Mhm.
Biggs and those guys. But yeah, I mean, it was funny. Stuff like Old School is funny. It just
Yeah.
depends what kind of humor you like. It all comes down
Right.
to what
Mhm.
kind of humor you like. Some people aren't going to like this raunchy humor. Excuse me,
Right.
raunchy
Oh, yeah,
humor,
they
but-
won't.
Yeah, that,
and, well,
that became a thing, later on. I guess in the 2000s or 90s, late 90s or whatever. But yeah, the raunchy comedies were. I never
Mhm.
really cared for them that much, but
Mhm.
yeah,
Yeah.
some of them were all right. But
Yeah,
I don't know.
as long as there's still a story in there, I'm fine with it. Like I like a
Yeah.
lot of the American Pie films. I grew up with those. But I also like stuff like Can't Hardly Wait. And there's like a good message there between a guy and a girl
Yeah.
who gets together that didn't even know. But there's like funny stuff where the guy looks at the girl and goes, Amanda. It's just the way
Mhm.
he says it, and he's drunk at a party. Like
Mhm.
it's just funny. But they won't try these things anymore because everything
No.
is so offensive to so many people. It's
Well-
just we're getting it to change to somewhat, but
Right.
not
I mean,
enough.
we take a look at the quintessential raunchy film. That was Animal House. I mean,
Oh yeah,
that's the one that
absolutely.
really shot this stuff in light years, in light speed.
Mhm,
Boom.
mhm.
And there was a story there.
Yes.
Yeah, you had antic side stories that were going on, little bits. I mean, with
Mhm.
Pluto and
Yep.
D-Day, which were
Right.
absolutely hysterical.
Yes,
But
they
there
were.
was this. I mean, I hesitate to say serious story, but what I mean by serious story is serious storytelling with a lot of humor
Mhm.
and the brilliance of using a score on like doing goofy music.
Mhm. True.
This was one of the first ones to really do that for a comedy like that, and they fought for that. We're going to score this like we're going to be scoring Jaws, Star Wars, or something like that, right? We're not going to score this like a stupid comedy movie,
Right.
and it worked. I mean, always, and you had to with the with having that hollow sound of being in a university, that pompous, type of music. Well, then of course you had Meatball, which it was a PG, not such a raunchy film because it was obviously aimed more for kids, but still it was kind of like Mad Magazine to the Mad Magazine compared to the National Lampoon. So they're in the same vein, but one's a little bit more edgier.
Right.
You have this, which obviously is your National Lampoon style. Porky's, I mean, all across the board. Again, it had a story behind it. And yeah, they were tackling stuff like racism in that one.
Mhm. Right.
Because one of
Look
the
at-
characters was Jewish in there.
Right.
And one of the guys didn't like Jews. And yeah.
Yeah, and look at how the Revenge of the Nerds, for example, how they were treated.
Yeah.
and then they got Karma.
Yeah.
Like there's a good story in there, and
Yeah.
and there's heart in there. There's teamwork. There's some funny moments. I mean, it's not one of my
Right.
favorite movies, but it's
Classic
still
underdog story.
yes.
Yeah,
With
it is.
Boobs and Bush.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. We
Right.
got Bush. I mean, for
Yep.
crying out loud, when you have Booger in there, Booger was
Yes,
absolutely
dude.
fantastic.
Yeah, he was so
Mhm.
he was pretty disgusting in the second one, but it was funny too with the
Oh, he was disgusting in the
James
first
Bond.
one too.
Yes,
What are
he
you
was.
talking
Yeah.
about?
Well, I think he's a little bit worse. I remember that snort scene or whatever with
Oh,
the
yeah.
mucus, and so I was like, "Oh my gosh, with James Hong."
Well, and let's not forget the film that Tom Hanks wants everyone to forget that he was in, Bachelor Party.
Yeah, that was a movie. Yep,
Yep.
that happened. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
It happened
a
with
lot,
the donkey and
yeah, the
and
donkey
stripper.
died some of the ODs. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
just
the guy that pees standing up, or the chick
Mhm.
that pees standing up.
yeah. The guy likes masculine women, and then he finds out it's not a woman. She pees standing up. Don't
Yeah,
go
so
hockey with her.
transphobic. So transphobic. Andy
Uh,
was so
then you got-
problematic.
Mhm. His big thing was he wanted to get a handy from a masculine woman, and he did.
Yeah, buddy.
Yep.
it's like Drebin in Naked Gun in the last one. He's like his face with the shadow.
Oh yeah, Anna Nicole Smith.
Wait
yeah,
a sec.
Anna
Yeah,
Nicole.
Anna Cole Smith. Yeah, that was Anna Nicole Smith. That's so
Mhm.
crazy. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's what's so great. It's like look at
Mhm.
the insanity compared to what they're throwing into the Marvel films now for their yucks.
Yeah,
It's
I
like,
know, man.
it-
Like
it-
it just there was
it's
a balance
forced.
between it's so forced. There was a balance between the humor and then the seriousness, and it was good. It was very good. A
Mhm.
lot of that stuff it connected well, and then it connected well into the Agents of Shield show, and they forgot about like all these things they used to do that made these
Right.
characters so awesome. Yeah.
Right. Nothing was forced in this film. It just
No.
it just flowed.
Mhm.
Same thing with Animal House. Same thing with
Yes.
Police Academy. Same thing with
Agreed.
Bachelor.
Agreed.
All that stuff. It all
Mhm.
flowed. But again, it's a simple premise. You don't
Yep.
have to have this complex plot. Everything's got a plot.
Right.
But because it's
Hey,
a simplistic one.
Here's another thing about the movie. You know that there are lines that were ad-libbed.
Mhm.
Mhm. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. You're not going to have a Bill
Well, you
Murray
don't-
film without ad-lib lines.
Yeah, well, you can't take like comedy geniuses like all these guys and
Uh-huh.
who grew their chops up on SCTV and Saturday Night Live, and then like
Right.
don't let them play. Like, no, you can't say
Mhm.
that. You say what we were. No, that's not how it's going to work.
Right.
They're going to come
Well,
up with way better stuff. Off the
Well,
cuff sometimes.
yeah, well, Landis and Reitman knew that. I mean, because they were directing these various films. They know what they were dealing with. They knew what they had. If it worked, it worked. If it didn't,
Right,
well,
and
it didn't work.
right, and I'm sure they did trial and error, which is something we're
Mm-hmm.
also missing in a lot of films nowadays. It's like, can
Yeah.
this work? Let's try
Mhm.
this. Maybe this will work. And if it
Mhm.
doesn't,
Yeah.
let's try this. Yeah.
See, their approach to it now is like, you're a robot. You say everything we got on the script, and then we'll watch it later and like, oh, none of this works, so let's reshoot the entire freaking movie.
Yeah,
I mean,
let's
yeah.
have you run down a racetrack in your underwear screaming. It's like, okay,
Right.
Ricky Bobby,
Sam
that's
and
really
Tom
funny.
Cruise, Sam and
Yes.
Oprah Winfrey.
that's right. Yeah, that movie was pretty good though. But yeah, not as, but like even Anchorman 2, other stuff like these were funny, and they were still in the time period of we're going to push the limits. This character's going to say this thing, this other character is going to say that, but you look at everything that has come out recently and stuff like Bros, even people who were LGBT were offended by that movie because it's just more stereotypes. What
Right.
I also find funny about humor also, guys, is they go way too far with bathroom humor. Like
Yeah.
Family Guy never used to be all about bathroom humor. Yes, it was there, but it was never more about that. And that's what it's become more about. And even Seth MacFarlane came out recently and said, people love it. So I'm like, we're going to still continue it. I don't know, man.
That's
the last
debatable.
few seasons,
Yeah.
it's just a train wreck. You can't turn away. You're like, oh, when is this going to end? Okay, is this going to get better? Is this going to get worse? Yeah.
Where was the bathroom humor in this film? I don't think there's other than the fact that Bill Murray got the wind kicked out of him in the bathroom.
Right.
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
Which is absolutely believable. I mean, that's a believable scene. There's many DIs that did that.
I'm sure.
Especially with the troublemakers. And Bill Murray wasn't a troublemaker, was he? Yeah,
a little bit.
Oh, no,
nah,
a little
Bill Murray troublemaker. Nah,
just being a smarty ass.
He was an angel.
Yeah, well, from up or down. That's. But yeah, I mean, we do need more of this because again, what was this escapism? It was beautiful escapism. Believability. No, but it's
not really.
But for the longest of time, and I don't know if it still is, influenced at least a generation. I mean, when people thought about Army, they thought about stripes. Again, stripes was something that encouraged people to join up in the Army because they made it look cool. There she was walking down the street. It was because of this movie that they started doing that, with their marching. So this film had a severe effect, much to Bill Murray's chagrin. But how could it not be?
I'm glad it never got a sequel.
No,
right.
We know how.
No, it doesn't need a sequel because it wouldn't go in a good direction, and we've seen that. Airplane 2, we can go down the list. Caddyshack 2. I mean, a lot of these sequels just don't make it. Yeah, Meatballs 2 is not as good as Meatballs. There's just
that's the trope of the '80s, though. Like no sequel was ever as good as the original, except for Star Wars. That was it.
Well, the thing is, at least Police Academy, Police Academy for at least a couple films were able to keep it up going, and then it started going downhill when Steve Guttenberg left.
Yeah, they just went overboard. But I mean, that's still got 6 films, and that's why I think it's crazy that they want to think about remaking that. It's like they did 6 films.
They don't need
Why
to
do
remake
we need
that
to
film.
remake this? You guys aren't going to find the same humor. And
they are going to.
No.
They're going to screw that up so bad. They cannot do the humor that was in that. There's no way.
They're not going to have topless women in the shower and scenes like that.
Nobody's getting a blowjob under the freaking podium. That's not happening.
That's right.
And nobody's calling a black lady. And I'm not even going to say it, but you know what she said. You know what he said.
Yeah, we won't say it.
Yeah, well, we know.
Yeah. Right.
And how are you going to replace David Graff as Tackleberry?
Right.
I mean,
Tackleberry.
Yeah, Michael Winslow is great as doing what he was doing. Steve Guttenberg did a good job what he was doing. Bubba Smith was doing it, but David Graff as Tackle, he was in there. Bubba Smith, he was Hightower.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah, but I mean, when it comes down to
over.
Yep, but Tackleberry was the one that really stole the show.
Yeah,
what's wrong with him?
And who's going to be coming out Lassard?
Get in on it.
Come on.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, yeah. George Gaines. Yeah, he was great as Lassard. I mean, P.W. Bailey as Harris, Lieutenant Harris. Oh, forget Leslie Easterbrook as Callahan.
No, you can't forget her.
Yeah, I mean, there was just those films, but they still made 6 of them, so it just got worse. Everyone,
and the thing about
after 3, they just started.
I'd say the first 3. I'd say the first 3 are very entertaining, but then it started going down. But I mean, when it comes around to Leslie Easterbrook again, here you had a tough woman, good looking but tough, and you didn't want to mess with.
I don't know. What was it? I feel like I offended her, that little Asian guy, dude.
Yeah. And that's it, too. You can't, again, that humor, it's like, it's not offensive. It's, especially if everybody's in on the joke.
That's right. Yeah.
And everyone was. I mean, they were going to take a role like that if they thought it was going to be,
exactly
you
Man,
know,
just imagine
mean.
the homophobic screams that you get nowadays. They did the
Yes.
Blue Oyster Cult,
Oh,
shit,
yeah.
or not cult, but oyster.
No,
the
Yeah,
Blue
the
Oyster
club.
Bar.
The Blue Oyster. Yeah,
Yeah,
the
the
Blue
club.
Oyster.
Oyster Bar. Yeah. Yeah.
Man,
I mean, that was absolutely hysterical.
Mhm.
Absolutely
Yes.
hysterical, whether they like it or not.
man.
Yes.
You took a whiny little SJW from the day and just send them back in time to 1980 and made them live out the decade. They would cry till they're dead. They would cry themselves straight to death.
Probably
Yep.
would. Probably would, dude. Yeah, unfortunately.
Or they'd come out like us and just be like, all right, I get you. I understand now.
I don't know.
what would happen.
I don't know if a lot of the younger
Ah.
generation could handle what we went through, and it wasn't
Well-
all that bad, anyways. But people
Well,
were a
no.
lot thicker skin. You had to have thicker skin. You're going through high school. You're going through. I mean,
Well,
it
Oh,
can
yeah.
always be a circus with that anytime. But
Well, what you do is you put them in a chair like you did with Malcolm McDowell in Clockwork Orange, and start playing these films constantly with them, and after a while they'll break and they'll understand, and then they'll come out as human beings. You know.
Mhm.
I still laugh at things like when we were watching Casino Royale when I was still in college. It was my last semester of college, and the teacher was like, "Well, the white guy is smarter, the black guy can run faster." That's what he said. And then the lady in the class said, "That's racist." And I'm like, "Well, I don't believe that exactly, but yeah, that was
No, it's not. It only is if you're deciding you want to be offended.
that's right."
And
That's
yeah, I mean, if you really wanted to, there's a lot of things in this film anybody would be offended
Oh, of
about.
course. I mean, you can find
Except-
all kinds of stereotypes and stuff like Bond films,
Yeah.
but it doesn't matter. Like, it's just there's
We
quite
take
good
a joke.
entertainment. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
We take a
Good.
joke. We understand it. I mean, it's like,
Yeah.
okay, yeah, we can sit back and laugh at ourselves. I mean, the
Yeah.
bum that Murphy, Eddie Murphy, I was going to say, Bill Murray was. The language class, the guy doesn't know. Harold Ramis doesn't know what the hell he's doing in the class. Son of a beach, shit. I think that should be the new model for Pop Talk. By the way. Oh, you don't know how much.
No.
You don't know how much we quoted that line when that movie came out. We were just son of a bitch, shit, son of a bitch, shit. Why? It was funny.
Yeah,
Mhm.
that's what
As it
fun.
was meant to be.
Mhm.
Mhm. It was the situation, and
Yes.
that's just it. They had a pulse on what the situation was about,
Mhm.
and
See,
Yeah,
Gen
I
X
mean-
was we are unoffendable, but because of the decade we grew up in, 90s too. I'll give you 90s, but
Mhm.
man,
Mhm.
it's just we
Things-
went through everything, and almost nothing offends us anymore, or
No, no.
ever did.
Not really, no.
Well, and the thing is, if we
No.
were offended, we just okay, whatever.
Yeah,
we
it
move on.
doesn't matter. Like,
Or back then, if you got too offended, something happened, you got offended, you're usually punching somebody in the face.
Yeah.
And there was no
Yeah.
cops called. There was no
No.
lawsuits.
no,
There was none of that
No.
crap. You get
No.
punched in the
No.
face, you go home and cry, or you punch
Mhm.
back, and both of you are just bloody.
Yeah,
and
you have to.
part ways and like, all right.
Somebody's
Right.
trying to mess
But-
with you. You got to stand up. for
Anonymous,
yourself.
you, me after school.
Yeah, and
I'll
and it's
be
kind of
there.
it's kind of a funny thing though. Is you have two guys, they duke it out, and afterwards they become lifelong friends.
Yes, that has
That's
happened as
happened.
well. Yes.
Yeah, it's happened quite a bit, and that's just it. Sometimes people need to blow off steam. We don't need, like you said, we don't need to call the cops on everything. And when the cops come, that doesn't mean they have to throw people in jail right away because this was going on. No. It's just,
No.
okay, the cops come, they just stand on the side, do their little bets, and then go, okay, it's over, go home.
I mean, we
if
were
you're doing it in school, the principal takes you to the office, gives you a couple licks, and then sends you back to class.
Yeah.
I mean, like in the late 90s, especially like in high school, like you had security guards and there was like rumors about them flirting with the younger women and stuff, and there was all kinds of crazy stuff you hear. One of the funniest ones I think was the drama teacher was supposedly doing drugs with her students, though I don't think that was ever proven, but I'm like, they do seem kind of high.
Oh, I'm
No.
sure. Yeah, I'm sure.
Well,
When there's
California.
smoke, there's fire. Yeah, of
Right,
course.
right.
And of
But
course,
that was
Cash was
proven.
talking about. Cash was just talking about that when he went and visited the school just the other day, and that was
I was like, what's going on here? Yeah.
There's
Yeah,
nothing
no,
needed.
but yeah, man, it was cool. I remember like KROQ, like the radio station would come to high school. Like there was some cool stuff in high school. I also remember like if people wore a shirt 2 days in a row, didn't you wear that shirt yesterday?
Oh yes. Oh gosh.
It's just so funny. Like,
well.
and that's
now,
that's
laid
that
off. I'm
elitist thing.
poor.
That's right.
well, now, DJ Ronnie G knows why Phil McCracken rags him about his shirt. And that's
Right.
the
Yep,
lie
'cause
right
he
there.
did
Well,
it. He did it in high school. He ragged all the other
Yep.
people that couldn't afford more than 4 shirts that wore
Right.
it twice a day.
That's
Phil
right.
McCracken was just making fun of him.
Exactly. Yeah, and he's
Mhm.
like, "Oh, do you got a Rodimus Prime tour too? Oh, Rodimus Prime,
Oh.
Rodimus Prime loves you, buddy."
Yeah.
Just
Oh,
always
yeah.
tell Phil that Rodimus Prime
Oh.
loves you, Phil. Loves you.
Yeah. And then you see the GoBots, he would kick them across the room going, we don't have that stuff here.
I could definitely see that. I don't want these GoBots here. Get them out.
They offend me. They offend me.
I mean, I hate to break it to him, but GoBots.
What
were
are you
popular,
doing? Drawing
man.
a GoBot?
Hanna-Barbera, all the stuff that they did is going to be timeless. Whatever people want to
Yeah.
believe about them and want to try to ruin whatever they've made before.
It's going to
doesn't
be
matter.
timeless. It is
Always.
timeless.
It is timeless, yes.
Well, in the Warner Brothers and the old original Walt Disney stuff before,
Yep.
things start,
Mhm.
I mean, when you
Yep.
take a look at the old classics, there's a reason why they're classic. One, especially with like the Warner Brothers, they wanted to make sure it wasn't topical humor. Of course, occasionally they would throw a topical humor thing, but overall, the humor wasn't topical. Why? Because they know topical humor wouldn't be gotten like 5, maybe even 10 years later. They want to have a timeless humor, and that's why those are so strong today.
Yeah, it turned into that because these shows are just so well written because people cared enough to have these characters. I was watching old Scooby-Doo episodes and man, dude, Scooby-Doo and guess who? Who's on there? Wonder Woman. Like it's just fun, man. Like Wonder Woman.
Batman.
Batman,
and
I was
really,
going to say Batman and Robin would
Mhm.
show up.
Yep.
And the funny thing is, Robin was voiced by Casey Kasem, so he voiced Shaggy and Robin.
That's awesome.
That's right.
Zoinks.
Man.
Yeah. And
Zoinks.
again, like this movie. Like this movie.
Zoinks, Batman!
I mean, even
Robin.
Stripes. Even Stripes. It's really hard to sit back and say about being topical, other than the fact that the Soviet Union and Soviet Czechoslovakia. But even then, anyone can sit down and watch this film and understand all the way through. It didn't have
Yeah.
your
They're still our enemies
topical-
today. They know.
Yeah, and you don't, you didn't even necessarily have that topical humor or topical situation. It was a general funny film. So you can watch it today, and it's just as timeless as it wasn't before. When you rely on topical stuff all the time, yeah, that's great for monologues for talk shows, but it's not good for having something timeless as a movie. And that's another thing people have to. It's just like I'm sorry, I'm going to rag on it. Just like modern Star Trek, the reason why the original series all the way up to Enterprise is timeless is because it was written timeless. In other words, no modern jargon, stuff
Modern
like
politics, no modern
that. Talking,
yeah,
very stuff like that.
The only real way you can
They kept
tell what era that it came from is the filming style.
Right, exactly, and the set styles, and because you can see a difference between the 7 years of Next Generation, then going into DS9 and into Voyager, you can see definitely how the sets are different. But with the new Trek, oh yeah, we're gonna be topical about stuff. We're gonna cuss and swear like and such. It's like, no, you now have made Star Trek non.
Yeah.
You know, you
Timeless.
put it in a bubble.
It's
not
it's
timeless.
of its day.
Wait, did you say non?
Nine.
I'm sorry.
Narn?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
8, Narn, 10.
Yes, you made Star Trek non. That is boring.
Yeah, Deep Space
Yeah.
Narn. Yeah.
Yeah, like in 20 years.
The Narn generation.
Mhm.
Oh, no.
And see that
Yeah,
that's
like in
the thing,
20
let's-
years, Star Trek Discovery and Strange New Worlds, they're going to be, most people are going to be like, what in the world were they thinking? Why is this all
Yeah.
this messaging in here? The kids, the next generation is going to maybe look at that if they're lucky, and the companies are lucky, but they're
Right.
going to look at it and they're going to be like, what? I mean, if we move past all this crap, they're going to be like, why was this even a thing?
Right. Well,
What's wrong with you
it's-
people?
Right. It's just like Vor in the chat right now, but Cash Money, because a bunch of us are smart asses, but a lot of people can't even take sarcasm anymore. Oh my god.
No,
my
no.
feelings. Come on.
Well, and that's just it. I mean, you look at the comedies that we were talking about. Again, they're set in a certain time now, unless of course you have a movie or set that's a period piece, and they're using the jargon of that day, which is understandable, and then that makes it still timeless. I mean, American Graffiti, I think that's a timeless movie. Godfather, because these are set pieces in
North by
eras.
Northwest is a
Right.
timeless classic.
Mhm. So that's really honestly, as silly as it sounds, modern filmmakers need to look at a film like this.
Mhm.
Yeah, Lord, the best of today's show. Yeah.
Yeah.
The best of today's. Are you kidding? What? No. Who's writing this again?
Okay, so I don't know.
This is
Tech
on
Radar.
Tech Radar.
Radar.
Okay, this is
It's
the
by Kerry
second.
Marshall.
This is the second Star Trek show behind a paywall wall that got the C word canceled.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Again,
I
it
know
should be
there's
going
not
out
a
of-
lot of really good stuff out right now, but still, I don't think it's going to make the best of today's shows. No.
Star Trek
No,
should be able to walk
it's-
out on
it's
its own
just like-
terms.
It's just like Star Wars. Disney's not making any money off it. We've been saying it for a long time, and
Yeah.
they finally admitted it.
Yeah. I mean,
Right.
again, it's not that you have this animated show that's a comedy set in Star Trek, but it's an obnoxious comedy. It's what they think we had in the 80s, and they don't understand that.
No.
And of course, what they also have in their virtual signaling. Oh,
Right.
great. Now, just what we need. When you have comedies like this, you don't have virtual signaling.
The thing is, Star Trek has comedy elements, but it's
Right.
not a full blown comedy, and it didn't go into this whole
It never
messaging
claimed
and
to
all
be.
this other
It
stuff.
never claimed to be.
No, it didn't.
Mhm.
There were messages, but not the messages that they keep wanting to push.
Right. Again, it was something for you to mull over and think about. It was
And they were universal messages. They were
Yes,
Right.
yes,
like
they were.
right.
Yeah.
like a themes of modern or of life, human existence.
Well, yeah.
Uh,
Well, again, Aesop fables, morality tales that we had, and
Yeah.
to teach us and start looking at things on a higher level without preaching or making you feel like an idiot.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, I got an argument for you. Sit down for the next 60 minutes, and I'm gonna present my case. Oh, that's pretty good. Let's think about it.
If we did an hour stream, for example, analyzing this stuff, logically, it literally doesn't make sense. What's going on in Star Trek does not make sense compared to where it was before. What's going on in a lot of Star Wars does not make sense.
No.
What's going on in a lot of Marvel does not make sense. And you can go
No.
on and on with this stuff, and it just
Mhm.
absolutely
can-
logically does not make sense.
You can
doesn't.
say that about a lot of other things that
Mhm.
isn't even in media.
True.
Just
Yeah.
True.
life things that
Yes,
what's going on in colleges just doesn't make
Yes.
sense.
it does.
Right. What's
It
going
really
on
doesn't.
in politics doesn't make sense.
No, it doesn't.
No, and that's a shame because
Mhm.
out of colleges, this is where we got a lot of this humor.
Right.
I mean, National Lampoon came from the Harvard Lampoon. And then you had the Crimson, what is it? The Crimson, I think that was Yale, I think had their version of that. But what were they? They're a bunch of college students getting together, writing silly, stupid, yes, offensive stuff. The Harvard Lampoon, they got shot off into the National Lampoon. And look what it got. P.J. O'Rourke, rest his soul. Of course, if you like 16 Candles and all those films, well, again, rest his soul. He came from National Lampoon. Yeah, John Hughes, thank you. And a lot of the people that we just saw had some touch into National Lampoon. Are the Second City Workhouse, are the Second City TV show, are, of course, Saturday Night Live.
And and with the John Hughes thing, like I couldn't believe, like Family Guy, it's one thing to say that, but like they were making a joke about how John Hughes is in hell. And I'm like, really, Seth? Like you really went there that John Hughes is in hell? Okay.
Well, you'll see him there.
Well, yeah, maybe not. But the thing is look at what John Hughes did for an entire generation of kids. He could identify with them. That's why things like 16 Candles and all those other the Breakfast Club, all that stuff resonated. Pretty in Pink. He had his Brat Pack, and and let's face it, the teens of the 80s, boom, it was a John Hughes film. They were there. They could identify, especially the ladies, the girls. And very successful. And again, where did it come from? It came from the fact that these guys were in colleges. They got their chops of doing this humor in college. Try getting that now. I mean, is there even can you even imagine anything humorous like this coming out of a college day?
No.
I would say this, that it's certainly gotten worse since I've graduated. I don't really want to know what some of these classes are like now. I can tell you the multimedia classes, I'm sure, are still quite relaxed, like chill. But other classes, what they're pushing, what they were pushing when I was going to college, people were still able to speak their mind. I'll say that. Now, though, with certain subjects,
Well, the thing is, off of that too, is this was extracurricular. I mean, if you're working on the Harvard Lampoon, that wasn't part of the class. That was your extra credit thing.
Extracurricular.
Extracurricular work. I mean, you had Max Schulman. He was on the University of Minnesota and wrote for the humor stuff for them. He gave us, of course, Dobie Gillis, the many loves of Dobie Gillis, amongst other things. Again, can you picture this coming out of colleges again? And I'm not talking about classes. I'm just talking about outside of it. No, you generally get the irate people running around offended at everything now, and let's protest something. And in some ways, humor was a way to protest. You made fun, or you poked fun at what you wanted to protest against, to show the absurdity of it. You mean to tell me that National Lampoon wasn't taking a shot at the faculty as much as anything else?
Of course they were.
Yeah. And the pompous attitudes of certain others. I mean, everybody, including the Deltas, were targets. They were all targets of the humor. Can we do that today? Well, no, I don't think so.
No, there's protected classes. You can't you can't make fun of this group, can't make fun of that group.
I got my safe space.
You're everyist and phobe if you even try.
Yeah. I got my safe space. I need to have my safe space.
Yeah, safe spaces, segregation, all the 60s, 50s, 40s crap is coming back, and it's just it's all on the same side.
Segregation so end the day. Oh, it's so end the day, and it's not us doing it.
No, they're doing it themselves.
Right, and because they want it, and which of course brings this wonderful line:
"Lighten up, Francis."
I mean, it comes down to the factor. We all like to be with like minds, right? So occasionally we'll get together and have our little groups where we have like minds get together, but you can't live that way. You have to experience other. If you're going to segregate yourself off of everybody else and not have anybody else come into a circle or be part of a circle, then you are narrow-minded. And anyone who wants this segregation, this is doing that, and that's why we don't have humor. We didn't have that segregation in the 80s. That's why we had this wide range of humor in like a movie like this, where everybody was a target and nobody was offended.
Nobody was safe.
Right. Hi, my name's Louis Oxberger. My friends call me Ox. Yeah, I got a little bit of a weight problem. No.
Oh,
You know,
I'm just a tad overweight. That's all. I'm
I mean,
pleasantly plump.
everybody in that group was some sort of stereotype that they're making fun of. You know, psycho. You know, I finally get to kill somebody. Hey, it's in the movie. YouTube. You know,
you had Jewish guys, you had black guys, you had fat guys, you had Puerto Rican. I don't know if that guy was Puerto Rican or not.
Yeah. But you know, the thing is, and we didn't care.
No, nobody cared.
Well, parents went and saw the movie. They laughed. We saw the movie when we were able to, and we laughed. And
when we snuck in, I saw it on cable. Yeah.
Yeah. Thank goodness for HBO, right, boys?
HBO, Showtime, Skinamax. Oh yeah, God bless you. No, we didn't have the movie channel, unfortunately, in my house.
Yeah, if you didn't have the movie channel, but you knew somebody who did, so a lot, and all that stuff was scheduled. Like you get like a little HBO guide in the mail, and you knew when they were coming because they played it. They had a hit movie. They played that sucker like 15 times a week. So you're over at your buddy's house watching HBO, watching Swamp Thing or you know, Stripes or you know, Ghostbusters, whatever.
All the good shit, man.
Awesome.
yeah, I can remember a couple of times my dad saying, "Michael, what are you watching?" I said, "I'm watching Stripes." Oh, I'll watch it with you.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. Now,
yeah,
close your eyes, Mike. Here comes the titties.
Yeah, open your eyes, Mike. Here comes the titties. You know, and that's the thing. I'd honestly rather see titties than violence. Honestly, you know, I mean, you know, even watching like the Fallout series, yeah, very enjoyable, very graphically violent and such. But you know, honestly, it works for what that is. But now everybody wants to have all this violence, and we don't get any titties. I'd rather see titties.
I like a good mix.
I come back
a good mix would be fine.
saying that. I love it.
I mean,
nothing's wrong with that. Nothing's wrong with
now,
that.
if you have one with titties doing the violence, even better. I mean, yeah.
There you go. That's even better.
No,
that's
jiggling at the
perfection right
machine
there.
guns goes off. Yeah, I mean, yeah. Hey, I'm not
Machine
kidding.
gun doublies.
They used to sell videos like that at the gun stores I went to.
I'm shocked.
Women in bikinis firing full automatic rifles.
Yeah, they didn't exist. You lie.
They're still with the low cut tops and like on the billboards of not many, but there's a few still out there.
Well, yeah, but I mean,
Dukes and a school belt.
Yeah, look at the show Home Improvement. Look at what's her name?
Heidi.
Heidi, yes.
But I tell you, though, when you have woman wearing a very skimpy bikini firing off an M16 or whatever, and everything's all a jiggling,
man.
It's like, yeah. I wouldn't call it sex. I just call it fun watching jiggles. You know,
let's cool down a little bit. Somebody throw some water on Baron.
I know, right? He said, "Hey guys, I'm here." Oh.
No, but you know, that's the thing though, is everyone's gotten so offended that because all the sexualization, you know, humanity's sexualized.
I mean, what
since the moment, since the moment Adam realized he had a hoo-ha and Eve had a cha-cha.
Well, they're not going to like something like there's something of what was it? Forgetting Sarah Marshall at the end of the movie. There's male nudity, and the way it's set up is hilarious. But it was a funny movie, but you can't do that now. You just can't do that. The jokes that they have, and there's like, so I was gonna look at this CD, but then I decided to do something else. Like the way it's set up, and he goes, "Oh, thank you." Like it's just.
Well, I can't remember which film it was that Bruce Willis actually showed off his ding dong. It was like in the 90s or 2000s.
Did he? I guess there was.
Yeah, he showed off his ding dong in one of the films. Yeah.
So did Yeah, I know. So did
Yeah, I
Fry.
can see it. I
Can't
can
say
see
I
it. I
ever
just-
looked for that movie.
No, Kevin
All right, well,
Bacon
that's
did
just it.
too. And what was it?
Yep.
Yeah, that
Wild Things.
Wild Things. Yeah, that was it. That
Man.
movie was
Yeah.
crazy.
And you only
that
watched
first
it.
one.
You didn't know you were
That
going to
movie
get that. You just
sucked.
watched
No.
it for Nev
Mm.
Campbell and
Right.
Yeah.
Right. You're like,
what's
oh,
her
look
face?
at the sexy ladies.
Layla Arcieri.
Mhm.
Denise Richards,
No,
right? Denise Richards.
Denise Richards, yes. Denise
Mhm,
Richards.
mhm, mhm.
But yeah, we watched it for that, and then we got a little bit of uncircumcision. So that was awesome.
Yeah.
Well, look at how far.
Well,
they
he's not
went.
Jewish.
I mean, I feel the same way though about like horror films. Like you talk to other people who are big horror film buffs, and it's like, don't you guys feel like these ideas keep getting recycled and recycled and recycled?
Yeah.
And can't they try something else, something new?
Mhm.
There was no
There's only
reason
so
to
many
ever.
ways you can kill a person. Cash.
Right.
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 I mean, I'd rather take an American Werewolf in London that had a scary, yeah, but still had a lot of humorous, and yeah, it had gore in it, film,
Mhm.
but you know, it's one of the quintessential '80s horror films to see. I think if you like that, but you know, it did earn its R. It really earned the R.
Right.
But
I think
it had the right balance of everything in that.
and that's why they were even like with American Horror Story, they were going in that direction. Like, oh, this is actually freaky.
Mhm.
Oh, we're in the asylum now, and they're cutting off body parts and doing these things. This is creepy. Okay,
Mhm.
I'm all for this. This person dresses in latex, and these are ghosts, and all this crazy
Mhm.
shit going on. And then it's like, now we've got Coven, and we've got Hotel. It's like the guy who owns Hotel is a freak show. Evan Peters, I think, is the guy who was it. Like he was just, I like his roles. He plays all these different type of roles, but everything else from Lady Gaga and these vampires, like this
Oh,
doesn't
God.
gel well anymore. So
No.
even like stuff like American Horror Story, it just starts falling apart. It's
Well,
just
yeah,
not as
I mean,
entertaining
if-
anymore.
You know, they start pushing the envelope, and then they gotta one up each other. They gotta keep one up each other. So they get into some freakishly deviant crap that's just
Mhm.
Well-
so far out there, it just turns everybody off. And just
Right.
you know, they don't know
Right.
when to stop.
Mhm.
Well, the thing is they forget about what they need to one up the previous one. The story, how you're going to present it, not how you're going to shock everybody necessarily.
Yeah, it's the shock
with the-
value. That's what all they were
Right.
looking for.
Yeah, it's
Right,
a
and
shock
then-
value, and then they throw in
Mhm.
politics that don't even need to be there.
Right.
That's the
That's why-
crazy thing too. They'll have a season like
Right.
that. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, that's why I like I said, American Werewolf in London. What was it? The Howling.
Yeah.
Even the great Fright Night. Fright Night. I mean,
Right now,
honestly,
I love
here
the
you
classic
got
monster movie stuff.
yeah. I mean, but the thing is you had that tension, you had the fear, everything involved in that, and the build-up, and of course the final battle, and you had a great cast. And that's what you need. You need to have that story to it,
Right.
not just hey, let's just make things even grosser next time. How can we brutalize a human being in the next movie?
Yeah, it's
now
not
look at
necessary.
Yeah,
Mhm.
look at Creep Show. Look how successful Creep Show was.
Look at Tales from the Crypt. Look
yeah,
at how
that's what I
creepy
meant,
that
yeah.
was. Yeah, Tales
That's
from
what I
the
meant.
Crypt
Tales from the Crypt. I meant.
It was
But the movie
creepy, man. They set it
Yeah.
up. It's
Mhm.
on the Sunday. It's on late at night. Every episode was just like a creepy thing. Goosebumps
Yep.
could be creepy. Like you're supposed to
Yep.
make things creepy. It's
Mhm.
supposed to actually freak you out.
Taking a jump back to the 70s, Hammer House of Horror, another one like that. I mean,
Mhm.
again, it's something that is psychological as much as anything else to scare the wits out of you.
Right.
And
Exactly.
sometimes your imagination is better than if you saw it on the screen. Because I can guarantee you, what you imagine will probably be worse than anything they could concoct on the screen, honestly.
Mhm, mhm.
And that's
Right.
even more frightening.
I
Uh,
still think I have to go back and watch it sometime, but I think the scariest thing about something like Tommy Knockers is those green eyes and how they
Mhm.
all just walk in a creepy. I
Mhm.
remember I was freaked out many years ago and stuff. I need to watch that again and see if it still
Mhm.
freaks me out like
it probably
it does,
doesn't.
but
It probably
I
doesn't
don't-
hold up.
I don't think it
Mhm.
holds up anymore. Yeah.
Yeah.
But at the time I was like 12 years old. I'm like, these green eyes
When you're
are
young,
freaky, man.
Yeah.
Yeah,
yeah,
that
when
was
you're young, that
freaky.
stuff does something to you. But
Mhm.
Yeah, when you go back to it, and and there's a green laser coming out of a girl's lipstick, you lose something.
Right. That's why some of the ones I listened to are so timeless again, because boom, it hit the right concoction.
Yep.
Of getting you scared. I mean, Friday the 13th and Halloween for the first few films. Yeah, okay, great. But then it starts getting it's that formula over and over again. It's boring now.
Right. Yeah.
And again, when you get Freddy, okay, Nightmare on Elm Street, yeah, one, two, but then it starts getting again. I'm sorry, boring.
Yeah.
Because again, all you're seeing is the same stuff over. And then we got the Saw movie. All that is about brutalizing.
It is.
Yeah, that's the kind of stuff I don't care for.
Right.
Yeah, and that horror is just somewhat. I mean, I watched some of Hostel and I went, am I supposed to care about this? Like Hostel 2, it's like, oh my gosh, that guy had his whatever cut off. It's like, dude, and fed to the dog, and like that was a real scene. Like it's just, I know it's about torture and stuff, but it's just there for shock value of oh, look what they did.
Porn. It's no longer horror.
Yeah.
It's no longer horror or scary or just fun scary. It's about human mutilation and shock. That's all it's about, and it's not the same thing, and it really has no place in my collection at all.
That's why it was so cool. Like, I know what you did last summer. You got this guy with the hook.
See?
He was run over, and then you find out there's a connection with a family member, and then they're putting these people in freezers and all this cool stuff. But they built it up so well, and they built up part 2. Guess what? He's coming back, just like Scream. I was cool with Scream for a while, and then it was like after 4, it was like, okay, this is good, we can stop. And then they're still doing it and doing it again, doing more.
They
Scream.
can't stop,
I'm like, I'm done, man. I'm done. Like I was over it after 4. I thought 4 was good. I thought 4 was a good ending. But no,
I think I got to 2 or 3, and I was over. It was over.
Yeah.
I mean, when you going back to even like you were saying the old Universal ones. I mean, when you see the werewolf with Lon Chaney Jr., you really felt for his character. You know that he's the werewolf, but you have sympathy for what he's going through, because this is a curse that he didn't want to have. Of course, fast forward to American Werewolf in London, the same thing with David Naughton in the role that he had there. You're following through and how he's being tormented, especially with the dead coming back to bother him. And again, you feel something. There's something in there. It's like, it's going to come to a tragic ending. You don't want that tragic ending because you like these guys.
Right.
But it's unfortunately how it's got to end. It's a tragedy as much as anything else.
Yep.
And see, even like, let's look at Silver Bullet. They turned it around and turned. He was supposed to be a good guy but he was he was conflicted. He was a preacher who knows he's a werewolf, and he's doing these things, killing these people to keep them from doing sin, and so you don't feel sorry for him. You just like, he's so misguided,
right?
And he, it was a different twist on it, which was still pretty good.
Right. I mean, there's so many options and things you can do if you just sit back and open your mind and go, well, what if we did this? Well, we got to put this. No, go away. Leave the message bullshit out.
Leave the message bullshit out and make something like House of Wax. The original House of Wax is still freaky to this day. The way they set it up, it's like, oh man, they don't mess around with this. The second one, I've never really watched the second one. I don't think I ever want to, the remake or whatever it was.
Well, are you talking about the original Vincent Price one?
Yes, the original Vincent Price one.
That is my favorite Vincent Price story ever.
Great movie. It's just so. The way Psycho was set up and just other things. It's just, I know Psycho's been probably remade at least a few times and stuff. And I heard Bates Motel was it just once? Okay, yeah.
Yeah, they did that with, but I mean, there was a couple sequels that they had. Yeah, with Anne Heche, they had that makeup. And Vince Vaughn.
Yeah.
Now, they did do a Psycho 2, and I thought Psycho 2 was pretty darn good also. I thought it was a good follow-up to the original Psycho. I think it's worth looking at. I really do. But the thing is, with Psycho, I don't necessarily put that into a horror film category. It's more of a thriller, more of a, because really, honestly, one one person gets killed in the whole thing.
Yeah,
It's like a
one person-
mystery. Yeah, it's kind of like mystery trying to figure out what's going on, and then you got that surprise ending in it. It's a suspenseful thriller more than a horror film. Not the fact that some guy in a dress is coming at you and wearing a grandmother's wig with a knife, isn't horrifying.
Yeah.
And just the ending scene with Tony Perkins in the back of the police car, about not hurting a fly. I mean, it's more psychological. I found that one than the actual true horror, even though it gets lumped into the horror genre.
Right.
So, if this next generation really wants to get going in making good films, reason why these films are so good is because these filmmakers learned off the former filmmakers who learned off the ones beforehand.
Yeah. Yep.
And they were not arrogant or egotistical enough to think, no, I don't need you. I know what I'm doing.
Right. Exactly.
You start seeing the list of these people who they worked with and before they became what they are.
Yeah, and I'm curious to also see if there's some of these people in the industry who's like, look, guys, let's not do another remake of something. Let's try something. No, we have to. We need it for a new generation. No.
Yeah, those people don't
let's
get
try
hired.
something else. Right.
Right. You know what the new generation needs? It's a new generation movie. And what I mean by that is a good movie for today. I'm not saying not what today's senses, quote unquote, or modern audience. No, they just need a good movie for today.
Dude, even these teen movies back in the day in the 90s were like, some of them were just good. Can't Hardly Wait. They had good stories with them. Yeah. And they did the same thing that you would see in Stripes. Like at the end, they would show what happened to this guy. He went to college. He dated a supermodel and all these different scenarios. This guy got fired from a gas station after pictures were exposed. Like it was funny. But now, like that joke, they said the F word, not the other F-U-C-K word, whatever. They didn't say fuck. They said the other word. Whoa. But the thing is, I know, right? It was funny.
Whoa.
Wow,
I was going to say bundle of sticks or British cigarette.
I
just said the loaf of bread.
Maggot.
Okay,
I just said the loaf of bread.
Yeah, screw off YouTube.
French bread.
Yeah, exactly.
Actually,
you don't know. Anonymous might be French. YouTube. You don't know.
I am French. Frenchy, You don't know.
Well, I think meatballs are also called over in England too.
That's right. They are. Pork meatballs. Got to be the pork kind.
Yeah, pork. Yep.
I'm just saying that it's just like one person says like a derogatory term to somebody else, and then the other person says it back to them. Then we have a situation where somebody gets in between them and says, guys, we need to figure this out. Like that was just good banter. But now what we've seen, we don't get those quality teen movies anymore that we got in the 90s.
You're not going to as long as things go the way they're going.
Right, exactly. They have to look at it always certain way. Like this person can't say a derogatory term to somebody else, and then they say it back to them, like I just said. But all this just was layers of why this stuff was good. Oh, these two characters might have sex, but they're not sure because they don't know if they really like each other all that much. But they've known each other for years because of school, and like they were building these characters, and you didn't even know them that long. But in the movie, they could already explain to you, okay, these two knew each other. This guy is acting black, even though he's not, because he's trying to find himself. Like all these different scenarios. But now that kind of stuff is wrong, and that's this. But it's gonna flip around, and it'll.
It is. Yeah. It is, and the reason why it's going to happen sooner than later, because just like we're saying before, look at the constant assault that we're getting. It's even more and more and more. And then, of course, we're seeing things like STD and Gutter Decks being canceled behind a paywall. I love saying that, which means that that's not having a following. People are hungry for stuff like this. As you said, Cash, people like these pay services to watch the old stuff. They want to see the old Disney, or they want to see the older movies out there, which, of course, Tubi obviously is a good source of that. And so is Pluto TV, which has on-demand feature, by the way, just to let you know. So you can see movies on demand on Pluto TV. They have 3 Star Trek channels now, for crying out loud.
Yeah.
That right there is showing you
Doctor
exactly
Who
this.
channels.
Yep, the classic Doctor Who channel.
Yep.
Right.
Now
They
that's
got
what I say.
two-
There's a proof, absolute proof that what the crap that they make nowadays, especially for the theaters, isn't making them any money, is because they have to pull out old movies to play at the theaters now. You never
Mhm.
got that in the 90s. You never got that in the early 2000s. Never.
True.
You
Well,
never-
we had it.
Yeah.
We had it in the 80s because, of course, sometimes that's the only way we could really see some of these films again.
Well, yeah, the
they
80s
had to
was something-
re-release
you,
it,
you had to wait 6 months or a year to get it on VHS. So they would run these
Even-
movies in the theaters for months.
even if you're lucky with that. I mean,
Yeah,
some films they
but
sat
nowadays-
on. Yeah.
Yeah, it goes from the theater to the freaking Blu-ray to in about a month, and then it's on streaming. Well, maybe Blu-ray to movies to the streaming, and then the Blu-ray or something. But it's almost no time at all, and like they can't make enough money at the freaking theater because nobody's going and watching their junk. So they bring out
Right.
freaking 90s and 80s movies for anniversary specials and play them at
Right.
the freaking theater to make money.
Exactly.
Well, the thing is, I've always been a big fan of that. When you started getting these megaplexes out there, you have 16 theaters. I always sat back and said, they should dedicate at least a theater, maybe 2, to your avant-garde films, quote unquote, like the foreign films, things like that, older films that that have a re-release. And I always sat back and said, they should do that. I mean, can you imagine without having to go to like a downtown area where you're afraid to get shot? Going into the art house theater where the floors are sticking and it's not from butter. And to watch anime or some French film or some foreign film that's supposed to be the hot ticket. Wouldn't it be great to be able to do that outside of those areas? But no, okay, let's fill half the theaters with Mission Impossible. So hey, there's 8 theaters right there with Mission Impossible, and then we'll have 4 theaters with this film, and so many theaters with this. It's like, well, then why do you have 16 theaters? Why do you have 16 theaters in there? It's not worth it.
Yeah,
we
something
have
like
Not nowadays.
We have like 10 theaters in ours, and like you got one movie in like 4 or 2 to 4 of them, and then you have another movie in several one. And like none of them are full. It's like there's 4 people in each one.
Yeah,
it's ridiculous.
I can't remember when I was in a true full theater. There's a pretty good crowd when I saw Solo. A friend of mine dragged me to see it. And it was, it wasn't overly full. I mean, there was a lot of open space, but there were people in there. Same thing with Dune. When I went to see Dune, which was kind of sad to me, there was still a lot of open spaces, and it's like, especially the first Dune. This is something you want to see in a theater and enjoy that atmosphere.
That's why. Yeah, go ahead.
And I saw the Impractical Jokers movie in the theater with the wife. It was fun. I tell you one thing though, when I saw the preview for Wonder Woman 84, I thought, oh my God, this looks great, right? I'm glad I didn't see it.
Wonder Woman
wrong.
1984 was,
I know, but you take a look at that. Honestly, sit down and watch the trailers.
The trailer made it look good, but you can say that about several movies that are made nowadays, where they make the trailer look good because you're seeing most of the movie
right
in that trailer.
Right.
What was for me though was flashbacks, man. I was seeing flashbacks in there. It's like, shit, I remember malls were like this.
Yeah, I mean, movies nowadays, like the reason, even though it's on Blu-ray now or 4K, whatever, Dune Part 2, it's still in the theaters because it's still making money. People, it's still popular. Well, why wouldn't it be? It's pretty freaking epic, I have to say. Yes. I don't know. Is Frozen Empire actually making some? Is it doing okay?
Well, I'm gonna look at it right now.
Yeah. I mean, it's doing okay, but I think it's. I don't know if it's got to the same level as the previous one.
there's some interesting movies coming out. Like I don't know. There's that movie If kind of looks interesting, but I'm like, I don't know if I
Yeah.
want to see this. But it does look interesting. There's
does,
some
yeah.
films, kind of, I don't know.
Fall Guy
Um,
looks good. I just watched that preview again today. That looks really good.
But they're
And-
changing it, Anonymous. They're
Yeah.
changing it.
I know.
from the
I used to
actual-
watch the TV
So
show. and
I
it's-
think that's a problem in itself. They want to make it more of a comedy, but maybe you'll enjoy it, man, if you really want to go see it. So.
I'm gonna look at it as not like a 1-to-1 from the TV show. The TV show was different. Okay, I'm looking at it as like a different universe. Fall Guy. It's not exactly like the TV show. I get it, and I'm fine as long as it's not woke. It has some good humor in it. I think I'll be all right with that one.
No. Yeah, it's kind of respectful they have for the what they made off of Rose of Empire.
Okay.
I mean,
It's almost up to 200 million now, so
I think that's pretty good. I mean,
it's pretty good. Yeah.
but of course, it takes bringing back a property.
Mm-hmm.
It takes it bringing back in their property. I mean, and that's kind of a sad thing. I'd like to see more original things. And it's time that, with all the studios basically in some way or another entrenched with each other in their insidious relationship, or incestuous relationship, no one's really going to be bold or daring out there. They're afraid to do that. And we need to have risk takers. Does that mean that they're going to hit the target? No, it doesn't necessarily mean they're going to hit the target, but they tried. It's better than missing the target and not trying.
Mm-hmm.
And they keep on doing the same thing over and over again.
Yep.
Which, of course, what do they say? That's a sign of an idiot or a fool, is, when you keep on doing the same failure over and over again. And not learning from it.
Hey, just because I keep dying
Insanity.
in games all the time doesn't mean I'm not going to learn from my mistakes. Hey.
You're
You haven't yet.
We
Oh, give me a break. You missed last night's Final Fantasy Rebirth stream.
Oh.
I saw a little. I saw a little bit of it, man. I saw a little bit of it. I gave you a thumbs up, man.
Mhm.
But I was in the living room, so it was kind of hard for me to do any chatting. I was watching on my big TV. You and waving around that big sword. I think you're kind of overcompensating for something myself. but
Yeah,
that's
probably,
not
of
the
course.
point. Yeah.
That's what all those big sword games are like. They're just
Mhm.
tiny little Asian ding dong.
Let's
Big
say we start wrapping up.
Oh, see, notice what happens with that thing. He shot that him. It's like, okay, time to end the show now. Yeah, I'm getting the target on me. I gotta go.
Defense mechanisms.
Yeah. Well, he's the power. He's got the power.
he does.
But, wrapping up, great movie. We should do Meatballs. We definitely have to do Animal House, and we have to do Porky's.
So I could watch that all day.
I mean,
I
yeah,
gotta find out from not just you guys, but everybody who follows the channel, whether it's on YouTube or Rumble or follows on Twitter, what should next month's movie be? That's what I want to find out from everybody. So that's your
And-
task, everybody.
and
These
make
are
sure-
your instructions, maggots.
Oh,
and make
Maggie.
sure it's something you can get off of Crackle or off of Tubi.
Yeah,
Preferably not a movie that's on YouTube, because it might be heavily
No.
edited, and we don't like
Yes.
that.
No.
But
this
yeah,
is
if
the
it's something-
'80s movie, so
Yeah,
It's
well,
easily
yeah.
accessible. It's easily
Easily accessible,
accessible.
good
is what
movies.
Yes.
we're asking.
I mean, if they have transers, I my hands down on seeing transers. That is one of the classic quote unquote B films.
Hmm.
That's just I think someone's got it. It's that was not Shout Factory, but
Full Moon.
I'm trying. Full Moon. Thank you so much, Full Moon. Tim
Yeah,
Thomas.
I love the Full Moon movies, man.
Yeah.
Dr. Mordred,
Mhm.
the Puppet Masters.
Mm-hmm.
What was the other ones? Robot Jocks. God.
Oh, that's a great one. I think. Oh,
Yeah.
you know what?
I haven't
Transers
seen
is
that movie in a
available. but-
long while.
Yeah, and of course, with the passing of Gary Graham, RoboJocks is definitely. But you know what? Transers is on. It looks like Tubi. Transers
There you
The
go.
Transfers 1.5 City of Los Angeles, which was kind of a 24-minute little whatever. Transfers 2, The Return of Jack Death. Transfers 4, Transfers 6, Transfers 4. They should have just stopped, but they kept on going.
Yeah, I think I got. They kept going on stuff. I got out of watching that kind of stuff for a while, so
Yeah.
I missed a lot of that. I think I got up to like Transfers 3, and that's where
Yeah.
I was out.
I think I stopped at 3 myself, but I mean, the first Transfers for a low budget film, it's a good film, and a lot of it is Tim Thomerson. I mean, he did such a great role as Jack Death. And what a name, Jack Death.
The Reanimator, Full Moon.
I don't know.
And he had Jeffrey Combs on it, and he played Dr.
I think that was
Mordred, too, in
Shout.
Full Moon.
Reanimator. That looks like it is on Tubi, but I don't know which one it is. Which film company it is. It's not listing it on here, but it's on here. It definitely is. Get a little bit of a Dominion Stooge movie. Oh man, Tubi's got a great selection, man. Holy snarkies!
Why do you
Okay,
think
if
it was
it's
hard
on
for me to
Tubi-
decide what movie we were gonna watch when I saw the list of movies that they had available? I was even thinking, because I've been playing the Mad Max game, that we would watch Mad Max.
Our Road Warrior, even better.
Yeah, either one.
Thunderdome.
Of course, Thunderdome. Of course, you got the Transformers on there. You got Doctor Who classics also on that. But you know what? So can I just refine what you were saying about go to Tubi, find what's on Tubi, and let us know. Oh, Solomon Kane. Oh, based off of Robert E. Howard book.
I'm serious about this. Everybody watching right now on YouTube, Rumble, or Twitter, search Tubi, and then let us know what movie you'd like to see for next month.
Well, you already got my vote. You got my suggestion. Transfers right there. That's mine. Oh, by the way, people, just let you know, Babylon 5 is still on Tubi too, so you have no excuse.
Yeah, you have no excuse not to watch it.
Right.
Oh, they got Gremlins 2, the new batch. Not as good as the original.
No, but not a bad film.
I thought I saw original Gremlins on there. I had to search for it.
It is on there. Yep, Gremlins and Gremlins 2. Oh, they got Lois and Clark, the New Adventure of Superman on here too. Cool.
Nice. That's a good show.
Holy Logan's Run. There's another
Start
classic.
watching that. Dang it! I was going to start watching that because we were watching Smallville.
Yeah,
and,
another good show.
when we got done, I was going to start watching Lois and Clark, and my wife was like, "Give me a break. Give me a break from Superman for a little bit before I do it."
Give me a break. Yeah.
So
Of course, Farscape.
picking that up.
Oh, Critters. Remember Critters? Oh, that was the knockoff.
yeah,
of,
Critters.
yeah. I'm just kind of looking through some of it, but yeah, you need to say, oh, Final Countdown. There's another great film. Kirk Douglas, Michael Sheen. Yeah. That great time travel film. Good time travel.
Yep.
I think it's kind of a prequel to Oppenheimer because they're dealing with the time travel and stuff like that. So, Red Dwarf is on there. Oh, we need to have.
All right, when does that get good?
What, Red Dwarf?
Yeah, I'm in like halfway through season 2.
Well, season 3 is when people say that really takes off. I like the first 2 seasons, but season 3 is when it starts getting wild. I mean, wild.
Okay, I'll give it some more time.
When you get Crichton on there for the full as a full-time character, yeah.
Okay. I was going to say, it's just like, some of it just kind of goes over my head. It's like, I'm not familiar with apparently a lot of the British terminology, I guess. I thought I did. I thought I was, but it's the first time I ever heard smeg. And I was like, what the crap is smeg? And they use it for everything. It's like, what does that mean?
Well, it's kind of a cuss word that they came up with so they could have a cuss word on TV.
Yeah.
But think of smegma.
I don't know what that means.
Ejaculation.
Oh, okay. I don't want to.
Does that help you any?
And on that note, Baron, why don't you go ahead and promote yourself?
Okay, I got to sit down, watch the next 4 episodes of Babylon 5. So on Saturday, we can have our discussion of Babylon 5, season 5. So we're in that last season, already started into it. That's 7 o'clock Central Daylight Time on Fandom Legacy. That'll be, of course, with me, Cash, Mike, Lord Crit of Everest Production, and everyone's favorite professional troll, Mr. Philip McCracken of Phil McCracken. Release McCracken. Sorry. So that's what I got going on. And of course, whatever it is that I'll be doing with you guys. Megs.
All right.
Meg Head.
And Anonymous. Dewey Oxburger.
That's me. That's me. Okay. I got nothing going on except for my poorly scripted comic book, and I am where am I at? I'm almost done with page 8 and fixing to start page 9 of inking, and then there'd be 9, 10, 11. That'd be 3 more pages to go, and then a little, the words and bubbles and all that stuff. So other than that, that's just watch out for that.
Oh, come on, Emma
Right.
Moss. Don't sell yourself short. I'm sure it's even worse than poorly.
Of course it is.
Okay.
I'm trying to be optimistic.
No,
Baron.
don't sell yourself short, man. Don't sell yourself short. Go for the full gusto, man.
Okay, it's god awful. You know, you don't want to. It's fine. I'll just look out for it, I guess. If you want to read it, you can read it, and then if you like it, then give it a like, and if you don't like it, then go to
You better like it.
HE double hockey sticks. I don't care.
You better like it. This is Anna Moss, man.
That's right.
Do-do-do-do-do.
Anna Moss.
And what about you, Mr. Smiley Pants?
Mm-hmm. Smiley pants. Yes. So 6:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, we will be back with Act 4. And I hope everybody's leveled up so I don't have to feel like
I'm trying to level
I'm
up.
over 30. I'm over 30.
yay. Since the game wants to say, "Oh, you want to do that? We're going to punish you." So I can't have the game punish me. I don't want to punish the team. That's not being a team player. But I understand
That's a lie.
Warhammer is a hard game. Yeah, it's not a lie. I'm watching you, Baron. I'm really not. But
He chuckles. He chuckles when he's suffering.
no. But anyway, so that'll be at 6:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time on the Phantom Hooligans on Friday. That's usually the multiplayer day unless something else changes. And then unfortunately I decided to just be like, you know what? Screw you, Ubisoft.
Ooh.
I'm making a video about Star Wars Outlaws as well, and that will be almost done. I almost have it finished now. There's a few things I didn't like in the video, but that will be released very soon on the Phantom Hooligans. There will be some other videos, including a grind session of this game that I have of East. It's called Lacrimosa of Dana. It's quite a cool Japanese RPG game, and it's also from a long-running series. So that'll be released very soon. But right now, the biggest thing that's going to be coming out besides doing the multiplayer stream on Friday is the video of the Star Wars, because I've had enough with Ubisoft and their nonsense. So
You pushed him too far.
They've pushed me too far. So this is not completely like a hate video or anything, but this is just basically informing people that there's other Star Wars games that are better than what this Outlaws game is coming out to be.
I like it.
All right.
I like it when we get irritated like that. It's like, watch out, people! Here he comes. He's got righteous indignation behind him.
But yeah, that's all coming up on the Phantom Hooligans. So yeah, and I'm hoping that video gets a lot of hate. I don't know if it will, but we'll see. I've just had enough of this nonsense that we have to keep putting up with. So
Would it help, Cash, if I went to it once you put it on there and give you a downvote? Would that help you?
If you
Okay. Well,
I
it makes
could,
you
I
feel
could
better.
leave a mean comment. I could do
Yeah.
that. No,
Yeah. If it makes you feel better, I'm more than happy to do that for you, man. I really am.
I'm sure you,
I'm there for you.
I'm glad.
Can I get in
guys.
on that?
Yeah.
well, yeah. You hear that, everybody? Here's someone, a content creator who's trying to get the 8 click. He's
Yeah.
not shy about it.
man. Oh, it's
Not at all. Not
that
at all.
is hilarious.
Bring all your vitriol, lay it at his feet.
No, it's just amazing to me that the inches that a lot of the video game industry is such a dumpster fire. If it's not Blizzard, Activision Blizzard, and so on and so forth, it's just crazy to me. Like, it's easy to make fun of, but it's so frustrating too.
They're the next on the list, Cash. Next on the list.
Mm-hmm.
They moved through Hollywood, and now they're coming for your games.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Oh, they've been coming for the game.
Yeah, they have. Things
Don't
have
you
just
listen
gotten
to-
worse. They've gotten
Don't
worse.
you listen to Cash bitching about it all? We hear it all the
Of course.
And Baron.
time. What?
Yeah, I'm watching you, Baron. Lighten up,
Ah.
Francis.
That's what I was going to say to you.
Well, all I gotta say is listen up. Tomorrow at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Eastern Daylight Time, whatever you all want to call it, I'm gonna have another Final Fantasy stream over on the YouTube and the Rumble channel and the Twitch channel. That's Pacific 414. So I expect each and every one of you to be there.
You know,
But
they got medication
on a
help with that
serious-
twitch.
I'm doing my hair that night.
Oh, yeah?
You know what? Just because you two funny boys want to be comedians around here, you're gonna do several laps.
Ooh, laps.
That's my
Oh, as
job.
long as they're not push-ups, I'm fine with that.
No, I'm fine without. Yeah.
Well, Mr.
I got
Anonymous,
this carpal
since
tunnel
you
thing. Yeah.
have such a disdain for push-ups, that's exactly what you're gonna do.
I have a medical condition.
If I tried doing that, my arms would be
I
ripped out of my sock.
I
I'm too
don't
fat.
care about your medical condition. You're gonna do your push-ups, and you're gonna do them right now, mister.
Can I speak to your manager?
One.
I am the manager here.
Oh my. Anonymous
I'm
went.
your mama, your
Karen.
papa, your grandma, your grandpa.
Oh boy, here
I
we go.
am.
Crampy?
I think this movie
Is that
affected
you?
him a little too much.
I think so. Yeah.
Now listen here, Mr. Hotshot Ormond Tag. Why don't you give me? Why don't you give me several laps? As a matter of fact, you know what? Can you give me 10 miles? Because that's exactly what you're gonna do. You're gonna give me 10 miles, Mister.
Okay, see you next month.
Well, you better get going.
I'm
But
going.
no,
I'm going. I'll see you guys later. Okay, have a good one.
Break out your
man.
hover round.
Yeah. Maybe Sarge needs a sandwich or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Snickers.
Probably needs a Snickers.
Mhm,
Yeah.
I think so.
That's it. Now that we got the riffraff out of the way, yes, again, tomorrow, Thursday, 6 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, more Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. You will all report to either the YouTube channel, the Rumble channel, or the Twitch channel. And that's...
Help! I'm being repressed!
You haven't yet to be repressed, son. And I know who that was, Mr. Ormond Tag.
Do you see what happens, Larry, when you fuck a stranger in the ass? What happens?
Oh, I saw what these pukes, these maggots, these swines were trying to do. They were trying to mutiny.
If you've got an issue, here's a tissue.
I ain't got no issue, especially with you. Yes, you, mister.
Arbitrating, sir.
You're the ringleader of this outfit.
Yeah.
Surely you can't be serious.
I am serious. And don't call me Shirley.
and you're always tagging along like a little puppy, like a shadow. Don't give me that evil laugh. You know what you are, mister. You're a tag along. Whatever he does, and by he, this guy, whatever he does, you're like that little puppy dog following him behind.
That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
That wasn't me. But you know, he's happy because he at least got what's her name? Sean Young. He got Sean Young, so he's happy.
Oh.
And you, I don't even know what the hell you are.
Well, I don't know. What?
Very interesting, but stupid.
I resemble that remark.
Who did that? Who did that? That's crazy.
Who did that?
He's the one that gets lucky with the hot ladies in the mud pit.
That's right. I played grab butt with a bunch of muddied up ladies that look pretty hot. Took some tops off, buddy.
Yeah, and I get stuck with some desk jockey like Stillman who doesn't even know his ass from a hole in the ground.
I'm sorry, you picked the wrong character, buddy.
Yeah,
that's why he's so mad.
I like Hulka. I like Hulka.
He's a good character. Sadly, he died the next year after this film.
Yeah.
Well, that sucks.
I know.
Wow.
Great actor, though. Great actor.
Yeah. But folks, thank you for reporting to duty and watching this great movie. If you've never watched it before tonight, well, hope you enjoyed it. In the meantime, I'm going to have a word with these three clowns, but the rest of you have a good night.
Snoochie boochies.
Ciao, man.
That's it. That's it, mister. You're
Ciao.
doing overtime.
Autobots, transform and roll out.
Oh no! Battlefield Earth is leaving Tubi. I was going to suggest that. You have seen that one.
Leave the Earth.
Battlefield Earth. John Travolta's finest performance.
You are dismissed.
Oh yeah.
No, you three are dismissed.
Oh.
Oh, look at the time. I gotta go feed the hogs.
Yeah.
I got homework to do. We got